100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is 39 degrees now at Pittsburgh International at 10 o'clock. I'm Rob Taylor. Police are investigating after an early morning shooting in Penn Hills. It's part of a violent stretch across the Pittsburgh area from over the weekend. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush with the details.
Allegheny County dispatchers confirmed to KDKA Radio at least 2 people were injured in a shooting along Jefferson Road around 2:40 this morning. Their conditions are unknown, and police have not said what may have sparked the shooting. The incident is the latest in a violent 72-hour stretch across the Pittsburgh area. A 26-year-old woman identified as Quinn Vinay was killed and 2 others wounded in Braddock early Saturday. In the Hill District, 1 man was killed and another shot in the leg. And in Homewood, 2 men were shot along North Dallas Avenue. So far, investigators have not said whether any of the cases are connected. Tamara Rush, News Radio KDKA.
A mother and 6 children were killed in a home explosion on Sunday. This happened in Lamar Township, Clinton County in central PA, just north of State College. Officials believe a propane leak inside the 2-story home was a possible cause of the explosion, which leveled the home. The home was fully involved when fire units arrived. There was no ability to conduct a search and rescue. The victims included 34-year-old Sarah Stolfus, along with 4 boys ages 11, 10, 5, and 3, and 2 girls ages 8 and 6. All were pronounced dead at the scene. American Red Cross is assisting 13 people who were displaced from their homes after a fire broke out Sunday morning in Allentown. That massive blaze started around 5 o'clock at a house on Arlington Avenue that was unoccupied, but it spread to other homes. No injuries were reported as a result of that fire. Police in Shreveport, Louisiana say 8 children are dead after a man opened fire at 2 houses. CBS News correspondent Jason Allen.
Police described this shooting in a neighborhood on the south side of Shreveport, Louisiana, as done execution style. And they said the man who was responsible for killing 8 children was the father to most of them.
KDK Sports brought to you by NASCO Roofing, Pittsburgh's trusted and passionate roofer. Call NASCO Roofing 412-373-2000. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, round number 1, Penguins and Flyers. Game 2 at PPG Paints Arena tonight, 7 o'clock. Pens down in the series, 1-0. On Wall Street, the Dow is now down 12 points at 49,435. NASDAQ is down 62, and the S&P 500 down 9 points. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. For all your homes, windows, siding, doors, and bath, trust PJ.com. KDK Radio News Time, it's 10:03. KDK AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
Hey, it's Pony for my friends at Comer and Cross. Does your garage floor have cracked and stained concrete? Mine did. Maybe your garage floor had a bad epoxy or paint job. A new Comer and Cross garage floor is going to transform your whole garage, and all it's going to take is one day. I love mine, and you'll love yours. If you call them right now, and you should do it, don't waste another second. They'll take 50% off your installation. So here's that number, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer and Cross garage floor is the gold standard. It is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. And just like they did for me, they will make it so easy for you. Stuff in your garage, they'll take it out. Cracks and pits, they'll fix them perfectly. Look just like new. And they're going to put their proprietary Comer and Cross finish on it. So I want you to call them now and get that 50% off installation. The number is 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. 800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to COMERcross.com. It's Comer and Cross Premium Concrete Coatings.
Life-changing medicine is happening every day at UPMC Heart and Vascular Institute.
We have the luxury to be bold, to continue to be pioneers in the world for innovative heart care.
We are the place of discovery. Literally, the world experts in cardiac care are in this institution.
By combining technology, research, and the latest innovations, patients from all over the world come to UPMC.
Because of the expertise that exists here at UPMC, it allows us to take on patients that have been turned down at other centers.
We offer unique heart procedures that you cannot get anywhere else. One of our founding mantras is that compassion has to be at the forefront of everything that we do.
From leading the region in cardiac procedures to being the only center in the state to offer integrated women's health and heart care, UPMC is pioneering life-changing cardiac care every day. Your heart care matters. Visit upmc.com/heart to learn more.
Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up? Oh, what's up, Marty? Is we are checking out a reported accident. This is on I-79 northbound as you're approaching that very busy construction zone that is the interchange with 79 and 910. So it appears that it is not impacting traffic flow off to the right shoulder there. But again, as you approach that interchange, watch out for all the flashing lights. Southbound appears to be moving well without too many rubbernecking delays for you there as you're traveling between 910 and the split with 79 and 279. Coming southbound on Route 28, approaching the 31st Street Bridge, looks like we have a daylight work crew that has set up shop with a lane pinch just south of the bridge, and that is backing traffic for you and slowing things right around Millvale. Parkway West is sluggish right around the Parkway Center Mall. On ramp at times, it'll ease off, but it's still slow go right around the runaway truck sand pile. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A freeze warning from 11 tonight through 9 a.m. tomorrow. The rest of today, a mix of sun and clouds, breezy and chilly, high 47. Clear and cold tonight, frost and a hard freeze, low 28. For tomorrow, sunshine mixing with clouds, breezy, much warmer in the afternoon, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
What's up? Monday, man. Got a lot cooking here, so let's kind of jump around. As we speak, the police department, Jason Lando, the chief, who I love, and the Pittsburgh school superintendent, who I also love, are holding a news conference. And I'll tell you why this is important. Because they decided enough is enough. And I'm going to prove that point here in a minute or so when you hear this sound. It's time to take control of the kids that are losing it on Pittsburgh streets, and a lot of it downtown. And I admire and respect the school superintendent and Lando for saying, let's have a plan here. Come on, man. Let's help these kids, and the ones we can't help, let's arrest them. All right, let's go. And that's happening right now. And as soon as it's over, we will have Jason Lando, the police chief, live. Look, the kids have taken over downtown, and it's getting old. And you can't have a thriving downtown with idiots running in the streets, throwing rocks at people, beating people up all day long, and that's what's been happening. And by the way, it tears down the whole image of the public school system, as there are kids out there kicking ass and doing a hell of a job. They aren't thugs and bums and punks, and there are a lot of parents who really give a damn and want their kids to thrive, and so does the school superintendent, and so do their parents. They're getting ready to go live right now, and it looks like all right. And it's live right now.
First, what do we know? We know, as I said, the draft is upon us. We also know that we have activities in and around the city of Pittsburgh related to our youth that sometimes get to a place that is not very favorable for our expectations. And because of that, that's why we're coming together to communicate what we should expect on the draft. This is not a phenomenon unique only to Pittsburgh. It's a national phenomenon.
City takeover.
What we do have is a unique opportunity before us that is not usually what you see across the country. And that's what's pictured here today, and that's what you hear. We have a very direct effort to try to include our community partners in our efforts. And I've said this in some of our meetings. I have planned major events in the past throughout many years, and I've never had an event where we brought inwardly community partners at a level and at a layer of operations. I have planned major events in the past throughout many years, and I've never had an event.
That's Sheldon Williams, Pittsburgh Public Safety Director.
At a level and at a layer of operationally to be part of our overall operation. This is a unique opportunity because of the great work and the commitment we have from our community partners, but the established work that we've built that causes concern when it relates to our youth. It may not be all youth, but it is some youth. And when that behavior gets to that level, then there needs to be a level of response. And sometimes it's just engagement to mediate those, but then sometimes those behaviors become somewhat more problematic and calls upon our first responders to have certain activity that we don't want to do or choose to do. You know what I mean? By coming in with citations and arrests and stuff like that. That's what we know. What we don't want is to get to those levels of activity. Sometimes when large amounts of kids get together, they start doing disruptive and unruly behavior. That is not wanted at this time. It's never wanted at any time in and around our areas. What we do want, we want every person to have the opportunity to come and enjoy the draft. But what we're encouraging, if you're going to come and participate in the draft, that we do something. That those who are called to be parents, guardians, caretakers, and chaperones, I'm calling you to be exactly that. Parents, guardians, caretakers, and chaperones. To come alongside the youth and enjoy this time with them. To have an opportunity for them to enjoy this space so that they're not in places where they shouldn't be or engaged in activity that's unwanted. We want to have an opportunity for everyone to enjoy the draft. We have some creative spaces as well, not only inside the draft footprint, youth spaces, Jordan Miles Center, some of our parks and rec spaces that are all part of the communication that's going out. That's where we would like to see our youth as well. We've designed this purposely to try to provide an opportunity where you can gather, be with your friends, and have a good time. And so let's do exactly that. Let's give a good opportunity for all of us to be able to engage in such a way. And I'm asking for everyone, not just the youth, for two specific things for me as the public safety director. That we have common sense and common courtesy. That we just try our best to have an enjoyable time during this draft with so many people coming down to enjoy it. The frustrations are already be there. We don't want to add to them. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to our next speaker, who would be none other than our Chief of Police, Chief Jason Lando.
I love this. The city's saying we got to have a plan. These kids can't take over the city during this draft. I love this. That was Sheldon Williams.
Prepare to welcome the nation to the
This is Jason Lando.
NFL draft. We want to be clear about our commitment to safety, as well as our expectations for this event. Hosting the NFL draft is a unique opportunity for our city. It's a chance to showcase Pittsburgh's pride, its energy, and most importantly, our sense of community. We want this to be a family-friendly event where residents and visitors of all ages, especially our youth, feel safe, welcome, and included in the excitement. To the young people in our community, this event is for you too. We want you to be here enjoying it, be part of the experience, and make positive memories. But with that opportunity comes responsibility. The Pittsburgh Police and our public safety partners will have zero tolerance for behavior that undermines the safety and enjoyment of others. That includes taunting, fighting, disorderly conduct, or any form of illegal activity. These actions will not be ignored, and there will be consequences. Our officers will be out in significant numbers, not just to enforce the law, but to engage, to support, and to ensure that everyone can enjoy this event safely. We are asking our parents, guardians, and community leaders to please join us in setting an example and setting expectations and reinforcing positive behavior.
Jason Lando, Police Chief.
Let's make this an event we can all be proud of. Let's show the country what Pittsburgh is about: respect, resiliency, and community. And now I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Bob Monticelli, the supervisor of our downtown public safety center.
They're getting it. They had enough. I love this. They're being proactive. Zero tolerance.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Chief and Director, and welcome to all the partners. Today I'm going to be reinforcing much of what the Chief and Director have said. Approximately 3 years ago, the City of Pittsburgh made a commitment to invest in the Central Business District, and they opened the Downtown Public Safety Center in Stafford. The officers and supervisors there are devoted to creating a better, more positive public space with public safety as its core mission. To those officers and supervisors, I say thank you. Downtown Pittsburgh is a broader representation of the region. It is arguably the historic, economic, and cultural epicenter of Western PA, It is where people of all ages, walks of life, cultures, races, and religions come to work, enjoy events, and express themselves. The success of the region is inextricably tied to the success of downtown. Today, I'd like to briefly address a concerning trend that imperils this success and negatively impacts public safety and the perception of public safety in downtown. Over the past 2 years, downtown has seen a significant increase in disorderly youth, and this trend mirrors similar national occurrences. While this is occurring nationally, we challenge Pittsburgh to rise above this trend and be better and do better. To those youth and individuals that come downtown and cause no issues, we say thank you. Your presence and participation make Pittsburgh a better space. Youth participation in events and spaces downtown should be welcome, but recently youth-related takeovers and disorderly behavior have become an unacceptable norm. This has led to an increase in fights, assaults, and other concerning criminal behavior. As a father, community member, and public safety official, I am here today to appeal to the kids, parents, community leaders, public officials, and others of the region to come together and unite to address these issues. To the youth of the region, if you come downtown and conduct yourselves appropriately, you are always welcome and we are here for your safety. But know that due to these issues, we have increased our presence and enforcement. If you come downtown and commit disorderly acts or crimes, you will likely meet our officers and will be charged accordingly. Parents, if you know your children are coming downtown, please be aware of this. Please have a conversation about how to conduct themselves downtown. Community leaders, please use your influence and voice to address these issues and help make Pittsburgh a better place to live and visit.
Fantastic. Fantastic, folks. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Love this. This is what we've been asking for 2 years. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty? As we're looking out live over I-79 as you are trying to travel northbound toward that very busy construction zone that is the Wexford 910 interchange. Looks like there's an accident and a lot of flashing lights there. Crews on the scene dealing with that. You don't have heavy delays on the northbound side past it, and southbound is moving just fine, but it is there and could cause some slowdowns for you and certainly could cause some rubbernecking delays. You don't want the person in front of you braking suddenly. And it's coming southbound on 28, lots of brake lights. Heavy for you right around Millvale, approaching the 31st Street Bridge because of a daylight lane pinch there as crews do some work just south of the 31st Street Bridge. Parkway West on the inbound ride is backing right around the Parkway Center Mall overpass. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
Introducing Home Care Plus, a new subscription service from Lowe's that helps make life easier by giving members a hand with home maintenance. Let Lowe's tackle the tasks you keep meaning to do, like electric dryer vent cleaning, replacing hard-to-reach light bulbs, and more. Subscribe to Home Care Plus for just $99 a year and consider your to-do list done. Members get more at Lowe's. Available in select zip codes only. Cancel anytime. Non-refundable fee. Product purchase required. Terms and service restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Treating Mechanical, when they get to your house, they treat you like family. And the service, and the professional attitude, and their expertise. HVAC, the best there is. On top of that, Treating Mechanical has installed 500 free furnaces for folks who need them. 500. Treating Mechanical, amazing. 412-771-4100. 412-771-4100.
Tune in this Sunday morning at 8 for the Coons Cooking Hour with Rob Pratt and the Coons Market team when they discuss pork recipes for inside and outside cooking. It's the Coons Cooking Hour, presented by Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer.
Allegheny County is looking for poll workers to work the election on May 19th, 2025. Poll workers earn $150 to $175 for the day plus paid training. For more info and to apply, visit AlleghenyVotes.com. That's AlleghenyVotes.com.
So, the best food in this area is in Oakmont right now. The Lot at Edgewater. The Pub at 333. Hofstadt's. Michael A's. Vinny's Tavern. And the place that started it all, Carnivores. I'm telling you, folks, I've eaten at all of them. And my man J.K., the Oakmont Restaurant King, delivers nothing but the best. Oakmont, the best food, the best community. Check it out.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
You want to know why they had that news conference? You want to hear why? Come on, man. You want to hear why? This is insane. Listen to this. This is insane. I've never heard this like this in my life. Listen.
The area of Black Street and North Fairmount Street. There's a black female of 9 years of age driving a white Honda Pilot.
Dispatch for that, 09.
Affirmative, 09. Last seen driving east on Black Street. Only description I have is black female, 9 years of age, hair up in a poof.
I think you can put us in the area that 9-year-old driving the car. What's the description?
It's a white Honda Pilot. The driver's a 9-year-old female with her hair up in a poof. There's also 3 passengers under the age of 10.
At this point, we'll just keep an eye out for it. We can go for it.
You want to hear more? 9 years old. You want to hear more? It's unbelievable. There's so much going on in this town right now. Listen to this call. Listen to this. This is crazy.
Official 3, traffic stop. Official 3. Yeah, it's outside of the Smithfield Street Bridge, right by the old hotel in that turnaround spot there. Got a black Hyundai Elantra, link 9652. It looks like one inside. Guy just went around me in a blue red light. Outside.
You know who that is? That's the police chief. That's how bad it is. Lando's saying, to hell with this, I'll do it myself. I love this stuff, man. I love that they give a damn. Absolutely love that they're telling the teens, stop it. Stop it, or you're going to jail. Listen to this. More teens.
Stop for this 6th Avenue and Grant Street. Callers reporting 6 to 7 juveniles in the street pulling plants out as they run down the street. No descriptions as of yet. They're currently in front of the UPMC building, pulling plants out of the pods, causing a disturbance. RTCC, Channel 1. RTCC. The juveniles for the 6th Avenue Grant Street calls, they're all mainly wearing black. And
You want another reason? I go on.
Separate trespassing, MC Suites on Smithfield, 535 Smithfield Street, crossing Oliver and 6th, 25th floor lobby. Staff there is advising 3 juveniles trespassing, 1 male, 2 females. Actor is going to be black male, 15 years of age, yellow dark clothing, black female, 15 years of age, pink sweatshirt, light jean shorts, and another black female, 15 years of age, unknown clothing description. 280, copy that. 252, I got it. Copy that. Caller is also reporting this happened a couple days ago with one of the females threatening to spray him with pepper spray.
Juveniles, every single time taking over our downtown. The chief, the mayor, the public safety director said, to hell with that. We're done. Let me play a clip of how aggressive they're finally getting. Listen to this. This just happened. And I don't have a lot of this, but it tells the story. It's crazy what's going on. It's crazy. 9-year-old stealing a car. This is going to tell you what cops have been doing. This is how aggressive they're getting. Listen.
For the CVS on 5th Avenue, 242 5th Avenue. Taking plane. It's for 4 people. They just shoplifted from the store. Left on foot. All 4 are black males. One's carrying a backpack. They were last seen heading towards the substation.
They stopped several trains to snag those derelicts. Several. The police were not stopping until they had them in cuffs. They stopped several PRT trains, searched multiple trains to grab those juveniles. The word is out, and I don't give a damn if it's because of the draft. This mayor, this chief, this public safety director has said enough is enough. Hell yeah. It's about damn time. Take our city back. I love what Lando said. 0 tolerance. We will arrest you. I promise you we will. This will not happen in our downtown anymore. Let's go. It's go time. Hey folks, it's Marty. Turning 65? Are you overwhelmed by Medicare options? With over 60 plans to choose from, it's easy to get confused. MediConnect is hosting free in-person workshops across Pittsburgh for answers you need. No obligation, just advice. Whether you have questions about coverage, prescriptions, retirement goals, MediConnect's team will assist in finding the right plan for you. Call 888-818-6334. 888-818-6334. Medicare made simple.
How was your break? It was great until I stopped for gas.
Right to your bank account or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WAGON for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's WAGON.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
When we started Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks, it wasn't a big crew or a fancy shop. Just Calvin and me in our grandma's garage.
We'd load up our tools every morning, build decks all day, then unpack right there in her driveway.
That little garage laid the foundation for what Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks is all about. Working hard, staying honest, and treating people like family.
We've grown a lot since then, but those family values still guide every job we do. Call the Cousins.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
Hey, it's Marty. Are you tired of pain or fear of falling that's holding you back, struggling with balance, neuropathy, or joint pain? At Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, physical therapy is done differently because you are different. Folks, this place is amazing. I've seen it firsthand. Shoulder pain, knee pain, balance issues. They attack it and work it, and it works. Call today. Monroeville Physical, F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is 39 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 10:30. I'm Rob Taylor. A bill in Harrisburg could soon recognize 911 dispatchers as first responders. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush with the details.
House Bill 453 would allow emergency dispatchers to seek treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder, similar to benefits already extended to police, firefighters, and EMS. The measure passed the State House unanimously last year and is now headed to a key Senate committee vote. Supporters, including State Senator Lindsey Williams, say dispatchers are often the first point of contact in a crisis, guiding callers through traumatic situations. The bill has bipartisan backing and aims to recognize the emotional toll of the job while expanding access to mental health care. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Pittsburgh Regional Transit says it has identified a developer for a proposed 3-building housing complex that would be built near the Dormont Junction bus and T station. Penrose LLC has been tapped to develop the project, which calls for 180 total units, one of the buildings being for low-income seniors, the other 2 buildings for low-income residents. All 3 buildings could have retail shops on the first floor. PRT also has opportunities to develop land it has around stations at Station Square and in Carnegie. On Wall Street at this hour, the Dow is down 27 points, NASDAQ's down 98, and the S&P down 13 points. KDKA Radio News Time, it's 10:31. Our next update's at 11. I'm Rob Taylor on the Voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio KDKA.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by Ethos.
The Artemis moon missions are another entry into the lucrative space economy.
Inspire over $100 billion in revenue by 2050 for NASA.
If humans are in the moon business to stay, tech expert Paul Hochman says companies are already lining up to mine rare lunar minerals.
If they can extract them. So that's part of this investment. And obviously the potential is, forgive me in advance, sky high.
I'm Rob Hart.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Went outside, looked around. We needed a window, a bay window. Guess what? Universal Windows Direct. Right now. Buy 2, get 2 free. No payments. No interest. 24 months. Come on. And $500 off of your project. 412-545-6003. This deal is amazing. Their sales, their service, their installation, the best there is. And now's the time, folks. Universal Windows Direct. Do it. Hey, folks, it's Marty. All the time I'm talking about auto accidents, big crashes, big wrecks. Call 1-800-GET-PHIL or 412-281-5005. Look, Phil DeLucente and Associates, they're in Pittsburgh. They give free, that's right, free consultations. Phil and Ken Nolan, his partner, handle auto cases. I've worked with them a lot. So call 1-800-GET-PHIL. Call Ken Nolan and Phil DeLucente now at 1-800-GET-PHIL today. They're the best, folks. You know, I met 2 women who are nurses full-time in Pittsburgh. Graduated from CCAC with no debt, 0. You know, I met 2 young ladies at Pitt, now juniors, brought 2 years of credits from CCAC, $2,000 in total debt. You know, 80% of CCAC students have no debt. More than 100 programs. And registration for fall opens April 11th. CCAC rocks, folks. Check it out.
It seems like just yesterday when I captured my son's first steps or when we recorded his soccer games on VHS tapes. Those moments are gone. But the old home movies and pictures don't need to be. That's why my son created Legacy Box.
That's right, Mom. Over 1 million families have used Legacy Box to digitally preserve their old home movies and photos.
Simply fill Legacy Box with your old camcorder tapes, film, and photos. They will professionally digitize and send them back on DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud.
With Mother's Day around the corner, it's the perfect time to get your Legacy Box and save your family's history. After all, few things are as important as protecting your precious memories. Give your mom a Mother's Day present she'll never forget. Take advantage of our Mother's Day sale, which starts now. It's our best deal of the year. Save up to 60% off. Visit legacybox.com/radio and for a limited time, get an incredible 60% off your order. That's legacybox.com/radio for 60% off. legacybox.com/radio.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is you have slow-go traffic as you're trying to head southbound on Route 28 toward town right now. You have delays just south of the 31st Street Bridge and over toward where you would exit for East Ohio Street. We did have some daylight work crews forcing a lane restriction in that area. So just a heads up as you're traveling there. Additional heads up as you are heading northbound on I-79 after you pass the split with 279, but before you make it to the Wexford 910 interchange, we still have police on the right shoulder shoulder of the road there with a couple of vehicles involved from an earlier accident. Parkway East on the inbound ride, just a little bit slow go before the Squirrel Hill tunnels. Parkway West is backing for you right around the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp before the Fort Pitt tunnels. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A freeze warning is out from 11 tonight through 9 a.m. tomorrow. Sunshine, some clouds, breezy and chilly the rest of today, a high just 47. Tonight will be clear and cold with frost and a hard freeze, low 28. Sunshine mixing with some clouds tomorrow, becoming breezy and much warmer for the afternoon, the high tomorrow, 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
We are here, draft week. Oh, yeah, it's a Monday. And, man, the week's finally here. Didn't think it would ever get here, and it is. So it's draft week. It's a Monday, 2 to 6. Katie Cat.
You want an example of the new aggressive attitude of the Pittsburgh Police Department? Let me give you a quick overview of this. Teenage punks have been robbing the CVS downtown for 2 years, sometimes 10 times a day. And most of the time, they get away with it. 98% of the time. Not no more. Listen to this clip when some teens try to rip off the CVS downtown. Listen to this clip.
Sir, for the CVS on 5th Avenue, 242 5th Avenue. See, they complain. This is for 4 people. They just shoplifted from the store, left on foot. All 4 are black males. One's carrying a backpack. They were last seen heading towards the substation. 725.
Delta 55R.
Delta 55R.
The males that stole from CVS, they also stole from Target. They're going to be in Steel Plaza Station. Delta 8, let's get PRT there. There are going to be 2 African-American males, one wearing a green sweatsuit, the other one wearing a red sweatpants, black sweatshirt with a shark backpack. Like 23, I'm getting out of Steel Plaza.
Pursuit.
Yo, they're going to be on the bottom. I'll be like, figure out working my way down. You got on the T.
You said they got on the T?
Yeah, that's affirmative.
Delta 80, do they get on going towards Gateway or the south side?
They got on track 1.
You want us to go across the river and grab them across the bridge?
Yeah, that'd be great.
We're going to stop at the 1st Avenue.
Wow.
First.
Bike 21, do you have a number on the train?
All right, Bike 21, stand by. Okay, units for that, looking for those actors. PRT is notified. They're going to stop the trolley on the Station Square side.
All right, we're at the 1st Avenue garage stop.
Hell yeah.
See if they actually passed it already.
Copy. At the 1st Avenue station, they told the conductor to stop it at Station Square.
All right, what were the descriptions?
2 black males.
African-American males. One wearing an all-green sweatsuit, probably approximately 5'6", 5'7". The other one's going to be red pants, black sweatshirt, shark backpack. Bike 23, I'm getting out of Station Square.
Pursuit, S741.
Right in front of me, I'm going to detain them. We're going to Port Authority unit with me.
Copy. Detaining male, Port Authority on scene.
1 male detained.
Copy. 1 male detained.
Wow. Jim Klingensmith, my brother.
So I want to know what's going to happen after that because
Same.
Happy to see
Same.
The public safety director saying, hey, we need support from the parents and the guardians.
Yep.
Happy to see that the chief was like zero tolerance,
Yep.
had presence. They took aggressive actions, to handle the theft and so forth. And then the crazy 9-year-old kid incident.
Hold on. I want to play that. Trevin, play that 9-year-old, the sound of the 9-year-old who stole the car. It's unbelievable. I've never heard anything like it in my life. Ever. 9, man. 9 years old. Wow. It's insanity that we have kids that are 9. Man, do we have it?
Area,
Black Street and North Fairmount Street. There's a black female of 9 years of age driving a white Honda Pilot.
Dispatch, was that 09?
Affirmative, 09.
531 from Negley.
Last seen driving east on Black Street. Only description I have is black female, 9 years of age, hair up in a poof.
580 and 86. You can put us in the area of that 9-year-old driving the car. What's the description?
It's a white Honda Pilot. The driver's a 9-year-old female with her hair up in a poof. There's also 3 passengers under the age of 10.
At this point, we'll just keep an eye out for it. We can code for it.
JK, my man, 9, brother, 9. I know you're laughing, but this is American tragedy here, my man.
I'm laughing because it's just so depressing that we even got to this point in Pittsburgh. All 4 kids in the car are under the age of 10.
Wow.
So what's on when I talk about career juvenile criminals, the family element, their aunts and uncles are in jail. They have the police or the jail photos up on the mantle. It's generational. I don't understand what's going on, but we're down to 8, 9-year-old kids stealing cars and so forth. So what's happening is their older brothers, their friends, their cousins, the kids in the neighborhood, they're coming home. Oh, I just went to CVS, stole $500 worth of stuff. I got Lululemon stuff. I got this. I got that. Well, these young kids are growing up with it. You know, oh, they got new shoes. They got new clothes. They got this. They got that. They're cool because they have a gun or this or that. So it's trickling down through generations. So now you have 8 and 9-year-olds in groups of 4 stealing cars, driving around all night. So that's 4 families that have no idea where their 9-year-old kid is.
I don't know how the hell it ends, but 9 years old, my man. How the hell would they even see over the steering wheel, brother?
That's a good question. Probably sitting on purses or bags or something like that. But you know, I'm very pleased to see that the chief is like, he's addressing this. He's coming forward. Okay. But the zero tolerance, what does that mean? Does that mean detain you? Or are we going to prosecute you? Or are we going to put you in the bad boy room until after the draft? Or what does that mean?
And plus, my man, with all due respect to the cops wanting to do this, and I love this, there's nothing, brother, they can do with a 9-year-old. There's nothing except call mommy. Nothing.
But that's where the course could come into play and help daddy and teach him how to be parents. 4 groups of parents decided that their 9-year-old kids were just not around in the middle of the night.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that phone call? I
could.
Your 9-year-old, we got her here with her doll.
There's never a point in my life where I didn't know where my 9-year-old kids were at the time.
9.
There was, like, I knew everything they were doing. But so what happens after?
9.
Yeah, what happens after the zero tolerance? That's my question.
No, this is a brilliant assessment. I'm going to have Lando on here in a few minutes. I want to know what happens the day after the draft.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happens? I'm happy about the heavy police presence.
Same.
I'm on that. I ask the people out there to please support them, help them, you know, say hello, say thank you. You know, them boys here, they're going to be putting into work. Just try officer. It'd be nice for once.
JK, my man. Thanks, brother. Truth to power.
Sure.
Time now for an update from the KDKA Draft Information Desk, powered by Bowser Chevrolet and brought to you by Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh.
Well, Marty, less than 4 days now, actually 3 days until the NFL Draft arrives here in Pittsburgh. And if you're thinking about not driving down there, well, Pittsburgh Regional Transit has some free options for you. You probably know by now the T will be free all day thanks to Sheets. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, free rides on the T. And of course, now PRT has those Route 99 buses that will make their draft debut on Thursday. The 99N, N standing for North, begins at the McCandless Park and Ride. It will stop at the Ross Park and Ride and head downtown using the HOV lanes on the Parkway North. So you can park out there and take the bus on in. How about the 99E route? That begins at the Monroeville Mall and heads down the East Busway. If you're in the South, the area South Hills, 99S route will begin at the large park and ride in Jefferson Hills and head down the South Busway. And the 99W route begins at the University Boulevard Park and ride near the airport, heads down the West Busway. All 4 bus routes will run every 15 minutes Thursday and Friday, and then every 30 minutes on Saturday. And again, those 4 bus routes, 99, N, E, S, W, they're free Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is as folks are heading northbound on I-79 between the split with 279 and 79 and the 910 interchange. Just watch. We have the remnants of an earlier accident on the right shoulder there. Folks are scooting over into the left and center lanes to get by, as they should, for the safety of all involved there. But just take it easy and make sure nobody's tapping on the brakes suddenly in front of you to take a look at what's going on there. 28 southbound is heavy as you pass between the 31st Street Bridge and the off-ramp for East Ohio Street. Parkway West inbound is sluggish right around the runaway truck sand pile before the inbound Fort Pitt tunnels. And you have a lineup of some brake lights, not too tough, but you do have some slowdowns on the Parkway East inbound between Edgewood, Swissvale, and the Squirrel Hill tunnels. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Did you know that the only cause of mesothelioma is exposure to asbestos? Did you know that many local area tradesmen were exposed to asbestos and didn't even know it? The sad reality is asbestos-related diseases are often fatal, yet entirely preventable. Pittsburgh-based Goldberg, Persky, and White understands the complexities of asbestos exposure and are dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve. GPW can't change the past, but we'll work to transform your future. Call 1-800-COMPLEX to learn more.
Beat the spring cleaning rush and call our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. It's time. Let Zero Res help refresh your home with clean carpets, fresh floors, and improved air quality. Check out all the raving reviews online. 4.9 Google rating. This week, get 1 room of carpet cleaned, get another room cleaned free. Unlimited rooms. Call 412-701-1188 or go online at ZeroResPGH.com. Make sure you ask for the KDKA special.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
When it's happening, News Radio KDKA is telling you about it.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell.
To the Rooney family, to Art, to Jim Rooney, to now young Dan Rooney, they define Pittsburgh in so many ways. They represent that city in every which way with pride. And I think this draft is something that is really important to all of them and to the Steelers in general.
The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Man, my friends at NASCO Roofing, they're out working in this weather, fixing damage from these storms. My man James from Lower Borough called them, and they're on it. Did work on his home. He had them do his mother's roof as well. James loved NASCO's quality work and appreciated NASCO working with his insurance company to get everything approved. NASCO is wonderful. They've satisfied thousands like James. Get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO Roofing, NASCO.
In Pittsburgh, Chase is proud to root for the home team because they're our team too. We cheer from the bleachers and on the sidelines. We cheer for gymnasts and quarterbacks. And with more than 25 local Chase branches and 5,000 nationwide, we are right beside you, Pittsburgh. Neighborhood bankers, digital tools, national strength. Chase, make more of what's yours.
JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. I have some exciting news to share. To celebrate the opening of my newest gallery in the South Hills at 3150 Washington Road, McMurray, Nest Expressions is offering free motorization on Hunter Douglas duets and their newest fabric slatted shade Aria. So call today or simply book online at nestexpressions.com.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Vince from North Carolina asks, I'm 65 years old and retired. My monthly Social Security of $2,600 covers my monthly expenses. I have $900,000 in short-term CDs and $600,000 in annuities. My 3 children are on their own financially. Do you think that I should move money from CDs into the stock market? Well, Vince, I might move some of that cash over. The trick is figuring out what portion of the money should be invested in a risky asset like stocks, and that ultimately comes down to your risk tolerance.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
One thing is very clear.
CBS Mornings is clearly fun.
Watching Rocky with Rocky.
Good morning, good vibes.
Gail came in singing for me today. CBS Mornings.
Weekdays at 7.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Listen closely. Let me know if this voice sounds familiar. Listen to this. This was, I think, Friday night. Listen.
Official 3, traffic stops. Official 3? Yeah, it's outside of the Smithfield Street Bridge, right by the old hotel in the turnaround spot there. Got a black Hyundai Elantra, link 9652. It looks like one inside. Guy just went around me and blew a red light on his eyes.
Chief Lando.
Sir, how you doing?
Does that voice sound familiar, sir?
I've heard that guy before.
My man, I love you, man. You give a damn. That's you going home, and that guy blows by you, right?
Yes. He obviously did not know I was a police officer because I don't drive a marked vehicle.
Right.
So.
Man, the men on the street love it, man. I love your passion. A lot of folks have been waiting for this plan to engage with teens because you have, like everybody else, seen a dramatic increase in the amount of this takeover crap downtown. Have you not, sir?
Yeah, it's been, when I left here 5 years ago, we did not have these types of issues. This is not unique to Pittsburgh. It is definitely a national trend we're seeing. That doesn't make it okay.
Nope.
But certainly it is definitely something that is high on our radar and something that we have to deal with.
Well, I heard your people this morning. I played the clip. A couple of punks ripped off the CVS downtown. Your people had PRT stop the trains to arrest the 4 kids. They're being very aggressive, are they not, sir?
Some of them are, yes. And you just mentioned my officers, and I think that it's only fitting that I give those officers a shout out because I hear them on the radio every day, and they're doing exceptional work downtown, identifying and arresting the individuals that are committing crimes downtown, particularly violent crimes. And so, I just want to make sure that I recognize those officers every day that are downtown doing that work and working to keep downtown a safe place.
I want you to hear this real quick, Chief.
Trespassing, 6 Weeks on Smithfield, 535 Smithfield Street, cross of Oliver and 6, 25th floor lobby. Staff there is advising 3 juveniles trespassing, 1 male, 2 females. Actors going to be black male, 15 years of age, yellow dark clothing, black female, 15 years of age, pink sweatshirt, light jean shorts, and another black female, 15 years of age, unknown clothing description.
Okay, so they were there last week and they were spraying people with pepper spray. They're inside a friggin' hotel, and your guys snatch them. Here's the problem. They release them to mommy and daddy, and they're back on the streets in 4 hours. How do we affect that, sir?
Well, and, I think that's a really good point. And one of the things we're trying to do now is to work to engage the other partners because we as the police cannot do it alone.
That's right.
If you talk to, and I'm sure you do, talk to any officers downtown, they know a lot of these kids by name.
Oh, yeah.
They know their names. They know what schools they're in, what grade, where they live, because we're seeing the same kids over and over again. So what we need to do is engage our other community partners on that accountability piece, and whether it's having some of these kids placed for some of the crimes instead of released, whether it's in school sanctions. I had a meeting. Excuse me, I didn't have a meeting. I was at a meeting last week with Pittsburgh Public Schools, and I was speaking to a room full of kids that are youth ambassadors. I mean, these are the kids they're out there every day doing the right thing.
Yes, sir.
And when I said to these kids, I posed a question to the room of about 120 kids, and I said, if you were the chief of police, how would you handle this situation?
Nice.
And a lot of the kids said, you need to arrest. You need to arrest the kids. There needs to be accountability. Now, this is coming from their peers. There needs to be accountability. One of the kids said you should pepper spray them all. I understand that's not something that we just randomly do. But I say that half jokingly. But these are the kids that are out there every day doing the right thing, obeying the rules, and they're upset because one kid said to me, I can't hang out in a group with my friends without being perceived negatively because of the things that these other kids are doing every day. So it was good. It was good to hear that. But then the other thing that these kids said was that these young people that come downtown and fight, they are far more scared of the sanctions that would be put on them by non-law enforcement, whether it's having to serve an in-school suspension or being removed from the football team or the basketball team or some other sanction that they would perceive as much more harsh than a citation from the police.
Jason Lando. Hey, Chief, are you concerned? Because a lot of folks that I see on the streets are that these morons, these kids in packs, will be doing this takeover crap during the NFL draft, sir. That would be a bad look, would it not?
Well, yes, it would obviously be a bad look, and I can tell you that, I just walked in the room from a press conference with all of our community partners, so law enforcement, the state police, the school police, and all of our other partners like AIM and REACH and the violence interrupter groups. And this is something that we've been working on very hard behind the scenes for the past few months to ensure that these things don't happen at the draft. And I can tell you that there are going to be more law enforcement and non-law enforcement community partners downtown during the draft than there probably ever have been before.
Excellent.
And so, when I tell you we will be down there in large numbers, that is, obviously can't discuss the numbers, but that is not an exaggeration. And there will be, and I try to be very youth-focused and community-oriented, so I don't use this term often, but there will be zero tolerance for criminal activity downtown.
Chief Lando, my man, thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Take care. Have a good day, Marty.
That's a hell of a job.
Dreaming of your next getaway? AAA Travel makes it easy with a wide variety of vacation options, from exciting cruises and guided tours to relaxing, all-inclusive resorts. Want to skip the airport? Ask about their no-fly cruises. Just hop on a comfortable motor coach from the Pittsburgh area to nearby ports like New York or New Jersey. Then set sail stress-free. No flying, no driving, just vacation. Visit your local AAA office or call 1-800-354-8761 to start planning today.
At Perry Calder, my boy JP, one of my close friends, at his law firm, AI is for attorney intelligence, not artificial intelligence. I have sent family members and friends to his firm. Medical malpractice, the best in the country. Product liability, the same. They have won massive verdicts. Perry Calder, attorney intelligence, 412-281-4200, 412-281-4200. Perry Calder.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is 39 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 11 o'clock. I'm Rob Taylor. Officials just had a news conference at Pittsburgh Police Headquarters as we head into the NFL Draft. Let's get live to News Radio KDK's David Ballarado.
Rob, Pittsburgh Police, Pittsburgh Public Schools, and community leaders want to send a message to teens as we reach draft week. All are welcome to attend, but Bad behavior is not welcome. Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando.
We are asking our parents, guardians, and community leaders to please join us in setting an example and setting expectations and reinforcing positive behavior.
Others who spoke, including community leaders, said students need to be aware of the dangers of social media and be aware of the images they send, how they can feed the algorithm based on likes and shares. Reporting live on the north side, David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
A Cranberry Township woman accused of breaking into a man's apartment in Adams Township back on Thursday and climbing in the bed with him. According to police, 42-year-old Stacy Doherty entered the locked door of the man's apartment on Adams Point Boulevard, went to his bedroom and got into bed with him. She's charged with felony burglary and 1 misdemeanor count each of stalking, DUI, and disorderly conduct. There are things that are within our control that sabotage a good night's sleep. Here's CBS News correspondent Stephen Kaufman.
There are things outside our control that keep us up at night, while other distractions are within our control, like when waking up checking your cell phone.
The bright light from these devices directly suppresses our brain's production of melatonin, which is a sleep-inducing hormone.
Professor Anita Shelkakar with the University of Michigan Medical School says another way to sabotage your sleep is underestimating the impact of your morning Java.
It can be upwards of 8 hours. Thinking about the timing of caffeine can be a helpful strategy to helping us sleep better.
Stephen Kaufman, CBS News.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 122 points. NASDAQ's down 186. S&P down 32 points. News is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just want to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. KDK Radio News Time. It's 11:03 on the dot. Time to call One Health Benefits at 724-799-8873 for the best affordable health insurance plans tailored to your needs. We've got the AccuWeather forecast next.
30 time would have been 30, no, would have been 30, being 30, been 29. If that'll help, been 29,000.
Get ready to bid on the equipment you need in the Ritchie Brothers Northeast Regional Auction on May 5th. Inventory is housed at locations in Pittsburgh, North Franklin, and Northeast Maryland, with in-person inspections available. Bid on a wide selection of construction and transportation equipment. Don't miss this great opportunity. Visit rbauction.com/Pittsburgh to sign up. Again, that's rbauction.com/Pittsburgh.
Concerned about traveling during the upcoming draft? Don't be. KDKA Radio and AAA Traffic have you covered. We'll expand our draft coverage with all-day traffic reports on your radio and your social media feeds. It's brought to you by AAA Travel. Travel with someone you trust. And by 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
This is Bob Pompiani reminding you not to get sacked by traffic during the upcoming draft. Make PRT your #1 pick. PRT is running special Football Flyer Express bus routes to the North Shore and Point State Park. Coming from out of town? Grab a hotel shuttle or drive to any park and ride lot and PRT will take you from there. And it gets even better. Rides on all the Football Flyers, light rail, and the Mon Incline are free during the draft. Go to rideprt.org/draft for complete details.
Massive storms jacked up so many houses. Had a good friend call me, had a big tree on their house. Big. I texted Carlos from Greater Pitt Tree Service. He was at the house within an hour with his crew cutting up and removing that massive tree. Greater Pitt Tree Service. Best training, best equipment, best pricing. Carlos, Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-884-TREE. 412-884-TREE.
Food for thought in the heart of North Oakland on Craig Street. There's a legend that's been serving up Pittsburgh flavor for 32 years. Meet the Deli King, where homemade corned beef is made fresh every single day and piled high just the way you like it. They don't cut corners, they slice perfection. From the best Reubens in town to deli sandwiches that keep you coming back, this isn't just lunch, it's tradition. Food for Thought Deli, Craig Street, North Oakland. The Deli King, home of Pittsburgh's best deli sandwiches. Come for the corned beef, stay for the crown.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic Power, Bob Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty? It's nice and quiet out there for the commute. Seems like a little bit lighter than normal commute, actually, for a Monday morning. And so it gives us a chance to hop on over to the construction file where we have some new activity for you in Midland and industry boroughs in Beaver County, and new lane restrictions on Route 68. Single lane restrictions, in fact, on 68 Midland Beaver Road. Kicking off today between the Shippingport Bridge and Industry Street, you can expect expect that crews will be out there 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays through late next month. Flaggers will assist you through that area as crews do some gas line replacement. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the rest of today, but a chilly breeze, the high 47. Tonight, clear and cold with frost and a hard freeze, low 28. Sunshine and some clouds tomorrow, becoming breezy and much warmer for the afternoon, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I went to a dinner at the William Penn, the world's greatest hotel, on Saturday night, a fundraiser for the Warmathon with some of the most wonderful people on earth. Raised about $10,000, and they paid to have dinner with us, and then we talked about Pittsburgh. And by the way, that hotel is insanely beautiful. Insanely beautiful. The food was magnificent at the world's greatest hotel, the William Penn. Wow. Wow. That being said, the NFL draft came up. I couldn't be more excited for what this will provide for Pittsburgh. Putting Pittsburgh in one of those little bubbles that the whole world will watch, that you shake up, right, when you go on a vacation. And they'll all be looking at us in that snow globe. And we'll shine, and we'll kick ass. And I can't wait. And it's part of an opportunity to draw attention to a town and a region that is struggling, flat out, by any definition. Job issues, employment issues, housing issues. None of it insurmountable. I want to stress that we have to stay focused on solving our problems and growing. No one knows this better than Matt Smith, Allegheny Conference Chief Growth Officer. My man, how are you, Matt? What's up, Matt? Matt is frozen. Matt, can you hear me? Reboot, Matt. Or call again, Matt. Let me text him. He can either reboot on the video line or call. The truth of the matter is that this is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunity. And what I wanted to say, too, I was at dinner with these folks at the William Penn, and most of them said they do not want to mess with the NFL draft. Traffic, crime. I'm convinced of two things. It won't be any worse than any sort of event downtown. Taylor Swift concert. Fireworks night. Anything like that. It won't be any worse than light up night downtown. And in terms of crime, there will be more cops from more agencies downtown than you've ever seen in your life. Matt.
Hey, Marty, sorry about that.
This happens, brother. This is a massive opportunity for Pittsburgh and the region, is it not, sir?
it is a massive opportunity. We're grateful that the NFL made this decision. We're grateful that the Steelers helped deliver this. And this is much more. It's a great tourism weekend. It's a great event. But for us, it's much more than that. It's a business development accelerator that, as you said, is going to put Pittsburgh in front of tens of millions of people and will ultimately help us convert that attention into relationships, visits, and ultimately our objective is to close deals as a result of it.
To me, it's a no-brainer, right, brother? I mean, honestly, Matt.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it gives us a national platform to show everything that we know about Pittsburgh today, a place where companies can grow in a multitude of sectors: robotics, AI, life sciences, energy, and manufacturing. And, we're really grateful for the opportunity because it allows us to bring in decision makers, like we're bringing in a group of site selectors, which are really the buyers.
Hell yeah.
We want to attract here. They're a group that is going to come in and they're going to see the value proposition that we have to offer from this market for their clients. And it's going to help us not only create that attention, but also create the business development funnel. And as I said, ultimately close deals.
Matt Smith, Allegheny Conference Chief Growth Officer. Hey, Matt, Corey, the mayor, just popped in here to say hi. And it kind of made me think of you because, and you know this, Matt, we have a new vibe. This mayor is go, go, go. This mayor is let's do it now. That attitude, sir, has made a major difference already in this town, has it not, Matt?
It makes a huge difference. And the mayor, to his credit, has been part of a lot of the visits we brought in over the last couple of months, and certainly will be part of the events over the next couple of days. And when you can bring a mayor of a city into a meeting with site selectors or with a company that is trying to make a decision on where to invest, that personal touch from a mayor like Mayor O'Connor is a difference maker. And it's proven to be a difference maker for us even over the last couple of months. And then when you layer on top of that the work of our good friend Governor Shapiro and bring him to bear and the work that they've done at the state level, it creates an incentive for companies to make those kinds of investments because they know the public sector is going to be a partner.
Matt Smith, who I've known for nearly 20 years as a state leader and now as a community development expert and a guru with the Allegheny Conference. So, my friend Aaron Stauber is a billionaire, owns 20 buildings downtown. True story. He met in the entire time Gainey was in office, not one meeting. Gainey would not see him. He met with Corey O'Connor 6 times before the mayor was elected. The mayor sped up the permit process, helped with funding, said go, 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 go. That means a hell of a lot, doesn't it, sir, to changing the face of downtown?
It means a ton. And that is the added ingredient for us over the last couple of months with a community like site selectors or companies that are looking at the Pittsburgh market. We're able to say to them, point number one, we're moving at the speed of business at the city and the state level to get permits done, to get construction done, to get projects up and out of the ground. And then number two, we've done the important steps to revitalize downtown Pittsburgh. The Arts Landing opening last week, Market Square is going to open on Wednesday. And when we're able to bring in folks like site selectors, and they can see the difference and they can feel the difference by virtue of an in-person visit, it makes a huge difference. And we're able to do that with this group of site selectors that we're bringing in this week because of the NFL draft. And so when you put all that together, it really does matter and it really does make a difference in our ability to ultimately close bigger and better deals for the region.
We know this region very well, both of us, because we grew up here. The census tells us what we already know. Population decline, job decline. The most significant thing to turn those around, sir, what is it?
It's projects. It's jobs, closing big deals to bring in opportunity. And that's the thing that I think is really important to connect together, Marty. When we bring in bigger projects, when we bring in more job opportunities and more capital investment, that's going to create opportunities for those people to not only stay here, but to come back to this market and take advantage of those opportunities. And that, at the end of the day, is what we want. We want the opportunity through the business development that we're doing to translate into jobs and opportunity for residents and new residents to this region.
Matt Smith, Allegheny Conference Chief Growth Officer. Good stuff, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, Marty. Anytime.
Hope, folks. Hope and opportunity. I'm in. That downtown plan, getting rid of those punks, that means a hell of a lot. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is we are getting reports of an accident. This would be as you're trying to travel between the Sheridan section of the city and the West End Bridge area. Actually, not far from on 51, just north of the Corliss Tunnels. Reports of an accident there on West Carson Street, so do watch out for crews who are headed to the scene there and rolling up on scene. No major slowdowns elsewhere. That's kind of nice to report. Looks like we might have had a lighter than normal rush hour, but you certainly do have a bit of a slowdown right around that Banksville on-ramp before the Fort Pitt tunnels on the inbound Parkway West. Parkway East is just a minor tap on the brakes before the Squirrel Hill tunnels. Behind the Liberty tunnels, traffic light delays for you on 51 and Route 19 West Liberty Avenue. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
April is here and everything is in bloom, including savings at Bowser Hyundai. The 2026 Hyundai Tucson all-wheel drive brings versatility to your ride, and right now at Bowser Hyundai, the #1 FC offer ends May 3rd, 2026. BowserHyundai.com. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
There is treatment for neuropathy. I'm Dr. Dawn Spalla. At Allegheny Health and Physical Medicine, we treat neuropathy patients daily. No drugs, no surgery, just relief. Call 724-224-2224 for a free consultation in our Sarver or Brackenridge locations.
Hey, folks, appliances are big purchases. Mistakes can quickly become expensive. That's why I recommend Voss TV and Appliance. Family owned since 1960. Pittsburghers have trusted Voss for decades because they do right by people. The Voss family and their entire team are experts who know appliances and TVs inside and out and provide helpful advice before, during, and after your purchase. Shop Voss's South Hill showroom. Go to VossTV.com or call 412-650-VOSS. Voss TV and Appliance. The lowest prices, guaranteed.
Hi, this is elder law attorney Carl Zachariah with the elder law firm of Zachariah Brown. You know, every day I get a call from somebody because they have a loved one in the nursing home. They lost their house. They lost all their money, and they are in trouble. And that's when they call. Why do they call us? Because we can help. The better call to make, though, is to call ahead of time. As soon as you have a loved one going into a nursing facility, call us immediately, and we'll help.
No pressure, just clear, helpful information. Learn about Medicare, Parts A and B, how to avoid penalties, and if Medicare Advantage or Supplement is right for you. Get peace of mind. Register for the webinar by calling 888-818-6334. MediConnectInsurance.com. MediConnect. Medicare made simple.
Epic parties start at Staples. Now you can grab Party City balloons, decorations, and tableware, plus matching custom invites, banners, and more right at Staples. That was easy.
2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
You want to hear the best news I heard all day? Listen to this clip. This was a joint news conference held with the police department and the Pittsburgh Public Schools. Listen to the lieutenant who pretty much runs the show downtown. Listen to what he said. Listen, this is cool.
Over the past 2 years, downtown has seen a significant increase in disorderly youth, and this trend mirrors similar national occurrences. While this is occurring nationally, we challenge Pittsburgh to rise above this trend and be better and do better. To those youth and individuals that come downtown and cause new issues, we say thank you. Your presence and participation make Pittsburgh a better space. Youth participation in events and spaces downtown should be welcome, but recently youth-related takeovers and disorderly behavior have become an unacceptable norm. This has led to an increase in fights, assaults, and other concerning criminal behavior. As a father, community member, and public safety official, I am here today to appeal to the kids, parents, community leaders, public officials, and others of the region to come together and unite to address these issues. To the youth of the region, if you come downtown and conduct yourselves appropriately, you are always welcome, and we are here for your safety. But know that due to these issues, we have increased our presence and enforcement. If you come downtown and commit disorderly acts or crimes, you will likely meet our officers and will be charged accordingly. Parents, if you know your children are coming downtown, please be aware of this. Please have a conversation about how to conduct themselves downtown. Community leaders, please use your influence and voice to address these issues and help make Pittsburgh a better place.
Love it. Love it. My friend Eileen Cunningham, who is with the Republican Party in the city, raises a valid point. I love that news conference. About damn time. You liked hearing that too, Eileen, but with a caveat, right?
Well, yes. I mean, that's what we've been longing for, and that's what we need. And I know that they're doing a whole lot now because of the draft, and that's great because it actually shows you that it can be done. But, I mean, I've been going to Pirate games for years, and if I don't have, like, if I'm going to meet people down there, I actually have to park, like, in General Robinson. I have to go all the way in. If I go with other people, I can park anywhere and walk through the streets and go get something to eat. But I can't do that by myself to go meet people. Yeah.
Boom.
So it's good that they're doing it.
No.
And I want them to do it for us.
You're nailing it, sister.
Them.
This has to be, all right, draft was cool. We had 8,000 cops down there. This has to be the plan moving forward, does it not?
Absolutely. And it was like Chief Lando said when he went to the good kids, that the good kids want the bad kids out of there. They want them to stop. And so all of the people want it to stop, and I don't know why it doesn't. And hopefully this is a catalyst that gets it moving forward.
Hey, you heard Matt Smith. I asked him this. I'll ask you the same damn questions. Major employment problems here, major population loss here. What do we do, sister?
I believe it all comes down to law and order. If I, who have lived here and walked around down here my entire life, cannot feel safe to go down and go to businesses down there, then nobody will. So the law and order is first, and then from there, good things happen. If you hold bad people accountable and get them off of your street, the good people can thrive.
You know, I love you. And I wish we had Republicans in office here. But we can't keep saying Democratic City. If we're going to do that, sister, we might as well all move to Florida. Because this ain't flipping. This isn't flipping anytime soon.
Well, even the ones that are more moderate seem to always go along with the progressives, the Barbs.
Right.
Barb was for, taking money out of the parks.
Yep.
But, we tax people, and then we take that tax money and use it for other stuff. And we can't do that. And they just keep going along with it. And the progressive ideals are always coming on top because the moderates don't step up.
Hey, and you're so damn honest. What's your vibe so far with the new mayor?
I think, and I'll be totally honest with you, I think Corey, I like him. I've always liked him.
Yep.
We have a good relationship.
Yep.
He's a nice guy.
Yep.
He's a great family man. I think that he is placating and saying things to his progressive base because they are the loudest and the meanest. And so I think he's trying to do things behind the scenes. And I think he's working on bringing businesses back.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, little things that a normal citizen doesn't see, like the permits, like if you want to put a deck on your house or, things. They're all great things that he's doing quietly, but the big things I'm still holding out for, do we placate to a certain demographic or not?
Eileen, thank you. Love you. Completely get it.
Hi, this is Les Botkin of Botkin Family Wealth Management. I've been lucky in my life, and I'm grateful to the clients who've helped make our family-owned business a success. But like most of us, my beginnings were far from glamorous. My first job out of college was an assistant golf pro at Butler Country Club, earning $2.10 an hour. There was no work for me in golf in the winter, so to survive, I took a job at Armco Steel, working on a labor gang. Some nights I did janitorial work. Others, I labored in the rolling pits. I'd come home covered in soot to the tiny apartment my wife Barb and I shared with our newborn daughter Sarah. Now 40 years later, Sarah and I are business partners at Botkin Family Wealth Management along with my son Lester. I like to remember my beginnings and to share those stories with my children and grandchildren. At Botkin Family Wealth Management, we're interested in hearing your story because understanding your beginnings is an important part of appreciating what it took to get where you are today. Visit us at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
With Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. You ever wait way too long for a haircut and finally get one and think, why didn't I do that months ago?
Oh, yeah. Suddenly you're walking taller, smiling bigger, and feeling like a new person.
That's exactly what it feels like when you finally replace that old roof or deck. You don't realize how bad it looked or how much better it could be until it's done.
And when it is, your whole house...
At least 2 people were hurt following a shooting overnight in Penn Hills. That shooting happened along Jefferson Road around 2:40 this morning. Still unclear the condition of the people who were injured. No word on what led up to the shooting. Shooting comes on the heels of a violent weekend in the region where a 26-year-old woman identified as Quinn Vinay was killed and 2 others were shot early Saturday morning around 2 o'clock in Braddock. About a half hour later, a man was killed and a man was shot in the leg in the Hill District. And then around 4:30 Saturday morning, 2 men were shot along North Dallas Avenue in Homewood. Well, a young bald eaglet in West Mifflin is recovering after swallowing a fishing hook, and vets say quick action saved its life. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush with the details.
Dr. Jesse Fallon with the Avian Conservation Center of Appalachia says he first attempted a less invasive method to remove the hook, but surgery became necessary when that failed.
So, unfortunately, we had to go to abdominal surgery, and of course, there's some significant risk with that in any animal, especially a wild animal, and especially a neonatal patient like a 2-week-old eagle. But we didn't really have much of a choice there.
Fallon says the eaglet is now eating and passing food and is being treated with fluids, antibiotics, and pain medication. He says the next several days are critical, but if recovery continues, the bird could be back in its nest within 2 weeks. Tamara Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street at this hour, the Dow is up or down now 47 points. NASDAQ's down 134, S&P down 22 points. KDK Radio News Time, it's 11:31. Next update's at noon. I'm Rob Taylor on the Voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio KDK.
The biggest reason Metropolitan Window Company has been in business since 1978 is our huge list of satisfied customers.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you're getting expertise and attention to detail from a trusted business that puts your needs first.
You're also getting our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows that are built for life.
The most important part of a window is the framing. Fiberglass frames won't lose their dimensional integrity. They're the strongest, longest-lasting window you can buy.
And right now, you can save 20% and get financing on every window and door product we offer.
Stop by one of our showrooms, visit us at metropolitanwindows.com, or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
Introducing Home Care Plus, a new subscription service from Lowe's that helps make life easier by giving members a hand with home maintenance. Let Lowe's tackle the tasks you keep meaning to do, like electric dryer vent cleaning, replacing hard-to-reach light bulbs, and more. Subscribe to Home Care Plus for just $99 a year and consider your to-do list done. Members get more at Lowe's. Available in select zip codes only. Cancel anytime. Non-refundable fee. Product purchase required. Terms and service restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Harold Shepley, people are getting their tax returns back. Should they use that to pay off their debt? Or you have any other suggestions, my man?
Yeah, Marty, a lot of times people, they'll take that tax return and they try to pay on their debt, but it's not enough to handle everything. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a gaping wound. So instead of wasting that tax return, they need to leverage it by calling my law firm to do either a debt negotiation or a bankruptcy.
Go to ShepleyLaw.com. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
Marty, what's up is it's pretty quiet out there, so it gives us a chance to head into the construction files and see what's new for folks starting this week. And you do have some major restrictions coming your way as you travel through Ross River Township, Westmoreland County. This is going to affect the intersection of Route 981, that's Smithton Road, and Route 51. Single lane restrictions are going to be put into place starting today at 5 p.m., and it'll be round the clock through Wednesday, the 22nd at 5 p.m. And during that time, you will have some crews doing some full-depth reconstruction of the roadway at that intersection. And you certainly want to take your time, maybe avoid the area, or certainly be prepared for delays as you head through there. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A freeze warning from 11 tonight through 9 a.m. tomorrow. The rest of today, a mix of sun and clouds, breezy and chilly, high 47. Clear and cold tonight, frost and a hard freeze, low 28. For tomorrow, sunshine mixing with clouds, breezy, much warmer in the afternoon, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
We are here, draft week. Oh, yeah, it's a Monday. And, man, the week's finally here. Didn't think it would ever get here, and it is. So it's draft week. It's a Monday, 2 to 6. KDKA.
I don't do this much, but I am. A couple things. I want to play this piece on this eagle. This is amazing. It's amazing that there are doctors that can do this kind of surgery. It's amazing they can. I heard T get into this. It's amazing that they even know that this little baby eagle, weighed less than 2 pounds. What do they call them? Eaglets. It's amazing that we have surgeons that can open up a little bird. Looks like the little baby eagle. Maybe mama grabbed the fish, brought it up to the nest, and maybe the fish had a hook in its mouth. Well, the baby ate the hook. And it was deep down inside the little baby eagle's intestines. Is it called an eaglet? I don't know. Listen to this TV piece from KDKA. Great stuff.
This is the scary moment caught live that everything changed. USS Eaglet 11, just 2 weeks old, eating breakfast.
And just ate it right up. And unfortunately, there was a hook and fishing line attached to it.
Within minutes, the danger was clear. A fishing hook and line visibly hanging from the eaglet's beak, raising immediate red flags.
You know, your heart drops, right? So they become your babies, and whenever you see your own child or get injured or hurt, you want to help, right, in any way you can.
At first, Don German and his partners watched and waited, but as the risk grew, so did the response. Calls went out to the Tamarack Wildlife Center, and with them, a major challenge. A rescue like this required approval from federal and state agencies, plus the landowner.
To get all of those permissions within the course of an hour on a weekend was just stunning.
Once cleared, the clock was ticking. That's when the Northwood Tree Care climbed in.
What was that? We hear you. We're here to help. I promise.
They safely extracted the eaglet by 3:30 yesterday afternoon, just hours after the incident.
We ended up putting it into almost like a tool bag, then zippered it up. And so we got it down on the ground, carried it up the embankment, got it up into the vehicle.
The next stop was Morgantown, where a special avian veterinarian, Dr. Jesse Fallon, was waiting. Images from Dr. Fallon show the hook lodged deep inside the eaglet's body. Surgery now being the only option for the baby.
Surgery is also risky on any bird, but especially one that's 2 weeks old. And going into the intestinal tract is also a tricky procedure.
But it had to be done, and now the eaglet is in recovery. And the first 48 hours are critical. But as of this morning, a promising update.
The reports are that the eaglet is doing well, the digestive tract is working, and it has been given a morning meal. And if this goes well, birds heal very quickly, and it could be returned to its family in as soon as a week.
And back at the nest, Mom and Dad and the 2 other babies are doing just fine, waiting for their eaglet to return home.
All good at the nest. We're all very excited. We're very fortunate this camera was able to save yet another eaglet's life.
And if USS 11 does hopefully return home, the family will accept it right back in.
Wow. Wow. Come on, man. Number one, that there's cameras in there. Number 2, that they saw it. Number 3, that those tree guys rescued that little bird. Number 4, I have a whole list. Because it's an eagle and so rare and so protected, you got to get everyone's permission on a Saturday. Feds, state, landowner. And then the magnificence of a doctor that has learned to operate on a 2-pound eagle. And the x-ray showed that hook inside the intestines of the little guy. USS Eaglet 11. My man saved that eagle's life. Come on. Come on. That is a beautiful story. I heard that yesterday and backed it up and watched it again. It was so beautiful. There's something magnificent about the ability to save the life of something. That magnificent. And that so many people care and that so many people have that kind of training. And how far along these surgeons and doctors have come. My man Patrick, along the same lines, and his wife Beth, on the way to Columbus, Ohio, as we speak, for 2 days of heart exams for the little rat dog, Chihuahua, that has some kind of heart murmur, Chihuahua. And they have to do tests, EKGs, CTs on a damn dog. But there is a world-renowned small dog heart specialist in Columbus, Ohio, that you have to wait 6 months to see. For 2 days and tests in an effort to get the poor little ugly rat dog's heart under control. The cost, about $4,000. If you put the surgery to that eagle.
Oh, what's up, Marty? We have some traffic that is pretty light out there, just minor delays approaching your favorite sets of tunnels around the city. So we do want to let you know where you could be stuck in a short-term traffic stoppage of up to 15 minutes at a time. This one takes us out to a project in Potter Township, Beaver County, where they are reconstructing and replacing, rather, a bridge at Route 18, the Frankfort Road Bridge, where it goes over Raccoon Creek. And so as they do that, they're doing some steel girder placement today. Again, they did some last week, and they're doing more again today until 3 p.m. You could find those stoppages of up to 15 minutes at a time on Route 18 in that area. So certainly plan accordingly or avoid the area if at all possible. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to The Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey folks, it's Marty. Medicare can be confusing with all the rules, costs, and deadlines. Are you making the right choice for your future? Join MediConnect's free live webinars from the comfort of your home. No pressure, just clear, helpful information. Learn about Medicare, Parts A and B, how to avoid penalties, and if Medicare Advantage or Supplement is right for you. Get peace of mind. Register for the webinar by calling 888-818-6334. MediConnectInsurance.com. MediConnect. Medicare made simple.
Everything you knew about reaching customers online is being rewritten. Time to rethink your approach. Outcomes from Viant finds real customers, not impressions, not clicks, customers. Our AI maximizes every dollar of your budget against the outcomes that matter most and proves it happened. It's smarter advertising made simple. Visit Viant.ai.
Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game. Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug. Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down. Hey! Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Man, my friends at NASCO Roofing, they're out working in this weather, fixing damage from these storms. My man James from Lower Borough called them, and they're on it. Did work on his home. He had them do his mother's roof as well. James loved NASCO's quality work and appreciated NASCO working with his insurance company to get everything approved. NASCO is wonderful. They've satisfied thousands like James. Get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO Roofing, NASCO.
For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. 24 months, no payments or interest. $500 off. Restrictions do apply, but call 412-543-6003.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
The amount of compensation received from a lung cancer or mesothelioma lawsuit varies. But at Pittsburgh-based Goldberg, Persky & White, the goal is simple. Maximize your recovery and ensure you receive the full compensation you deserve. Asbestos manufacturers spent decades concealing the dangers of asbestos exposure, and today, many suffering from lung cancer or mesothelioma are fighting back. You are not alone in this fight. Call GPW today at 1-800-COMPLEX to learn more.
Why deal with crowded hotels and packed pools when you can have the whole place to yourself? At SWAC Vacation Rentals, some homes come with private lazy rivers, indoor pools, massive game rooms, and outdoor kitchens built for the whole crew. These aren't hotel rooms, they're private vacation playgrounds, managed by us, cared for by us, and ready when you arrive. And when you book direct, you keep more of your vacation budget where it belongs, with you. Find your unforgettable stay at SWAC. SWACKvacations.com. That's SWACKvacations.com.
Massive storms jacked up so many houses. Had a good friend call me, had a big tree on their house. Big. I texted Carlos from Greater Pitt Tree Service. He was at the house within an hour with his crew cutting up and removing that massive tree. Greater Pitt Tree Service. Best training, best equipment, best pricing. Carlos, Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-884-TREE, 412-884-TREE.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. The Appalachian Regional Clean Hydrogen Hub, a multi-billion-dollar project during the Biden administration, is moving ahead after a year-long review by the Trump administration. ARCH2 was one of 7 hydrogen hubs that were selected in a competitive bidding process for a total of $7 billion as part of the Biden administration's attempt to scale up hydrogen production on a national basis. ARCH2 was to receive as much as $750 million in federal funding, with the remainder of at least $2 billion being funded by private companies. ARCH2 learned last week it would stay in the program. Also, Breeze Airways is pausing for a month the start of the Pittsburgh-Los Angeles flight it has had since 2023, amid higher than expected fuel costs during the Iran war. The ultra-low-cost carrier, which serves 15 cities from Pittsburgh, won't fly the Pittsburgh-LAX route until June 2nd. The airline said it was due to the high cost of fuel, which has led other airlines to make schedule adjustments as well. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to PittsburghBusinessTimes.com.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I'm checking hotels for the draft. Okay. All right. There's a bunch of rooms still available downtown. I'm told by my guys in the business that it's about downtown in the hotel around here about 70% booked. I'm just doing a quick search. Hotel Monaco, they had rooms, but they were $1,200 a night, and it looks like they're booked now. Hotel Indigo, which is right there along the river, it's actually pretty nice. $427 a night. This is for the draft. I'm still looking. Hold on. William Penn, Crown Plaza Suites, $417 a night. On the South Side, Holiday Inn Express, $300 a night. There are rooms. Because the whole notion was that you couldn't get a room. They're kind of pricey. The Holiday Inn in Green Tree, $324 a night. Airport Holiday Inn, $330 a night. Bridgeville Holiday Inn, $335. I think the William Penn's $800. You have to 3 nights. You can get rooms, but they're pricey. I had to reach out to Mike Geiger, who's one of my boys. I've known him more than 20 years, and he owns like 700 Moe's. Fantastic food. My kids love it, and I love it. But in relation to what I'm talking about with the draft, I had to grab him because let me tell you, he has a really, really, really cool spot in Market Square. And I'm telling you, folks, Market Square is smoking cool. And I wanted to get Mike's take. Brother Mike, hey, man.
How are you?
Wow. My man, Market Square is badass. Wow.
So my wife and I stopped in on Saturday to put some new plants in the planters that we've got on our patio. And it's the first time she's seen it. She hasn't been down there in 6 months.
Oh.
And floored.
Floored.
She's like, I cannot believe what this looks like. So it's kind of cool to have, I'm there all the time, so I've watched it happen. It's like watching your kid grow for a year. You don't realize they're 5 inches taller, but then someone that hadn't seen them in a year, like, this kid's massive.
Hey, and you mentioned there's already a buzz and increased foot traffic, sir.
100%. Yeah. We just had one of our best weeks we've had in a year last week.
That's
and
amazing.
Wasn't fully opened up yet.
You always had the same insanity that the other Market Square restaurants have with drug overdoses in your bathroom to the point where you had to have them locked and you had to buy something. Are you seeing that shift, sir, or is that still a big problem?
I mean, the thing that has been problematic of late, so last few months, we've talked about it plenty. The kids,
the teens,
and we've got some really good between police presence and the youth outreach groups. There's been a lot of intervention and a lot of redirecting or looking for solutions. So I'm not going to say mission accomplished yet. But we're certainly seeing an improvement.
Because they announced a major plan this morning at 10 a.m., to your point. They're on it, brother. They said zero tolerance. We're done. Done.
That's love it. And again, every indication I've seen of late is pointing positive, correct direction, attention, even attention to detail, which that might not sound like it means that much, but we've had lineups given to us of this is what officer presence is going to be like, or this is how we're going to go about it in the past. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But the level of attention now is names and, direct contact info and, level 1, level 2, go here for youth, call 911 for the trouble, this level of presence. So there's a plan and there's detail behind it.
So Mike, man, there was a time where you wanted to pack it in there. Now it sounds to me like you're jazzed as hell, man. Jazzed.
So fired up. I haven't been this. I just said to a friend, I haven't felt this fired up about Market Square since we did our giant, doubled space, remodeled the whole location in 2018. I feel just as good about we're on the precipice of today as I did in July of 2018.
My man, I saw those pictures sent to me this morning. I had to call you because it's super cool, brother. I'm so jazzed.
Yeah, it's and look, I mean, just what we're going to have. I look way past the draft. The draft's a couple days. That's great. It's what happens. What happens on Sunday?
That's right.
And it's all talk until there's action. But I can't wait to see the action.
Will there be cops on the beat, brother?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
We're told.
Like the old days. We're going to start throwing parties with this man. He has an insane queso truck, and I got something to send you. I'll send it to you right away, brother. Talk to you again.
Can't wait to see it. See you, man.
I love him. I wanted him because I want you to know that there is a change, and it's for the better.
Brian Schlaba here from the Home Buyers of Pittsburgh. Born and raised right here. Since 2015, we've helped over 1,000 Pittsburgh homeowners sell their houses quickly and without the stress. No repairs, cleanouts, inspections, or appraisals. We give fast and fair cash offers, buy your home as is, and you choose the closing day. Visit homebuyersoffpittsburgh.com or call 412-500-9057. That's 412-500-9057.
Pittsburgh's local trusted homebuyer since 2015.
Water can get in, that's bad business. ServiceMaster Greater Pittsburgh going to get in and fix it for you. Water can get through your roof, your windows, even your basement, and once it does, it spreads quickly. That's terrible. When water gets in, ServiceMaster Greater Pittsburgh, they get to work. Demand that yellow van. 412-RECOVER. That's the number. That's 412-RECOVER. The best call to make in the worst situation.
Man, the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Shell.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is 42 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12 o'clock. I'm Rob Taylor. Several shootings across the Pittsburgh area over the weekend are prompting some city residents to question whether the mayor is on the issue. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush with the details.
In an exclusive interview with KDKA Radio, Mayor Corey O'Connor addressed those concerns from residents on social media.
Yeah, we understand that. We continue to work with our programs like REACH, who we've invested in. And when the budget passes today, there's going to be, long-term plans with programs like that to stop a lot of the violence that we're seeing. And we're going to continue to support that because, our numbers have been down. And yes, there have been a couple bad days, and we understand that. But we are continuing to support, our public safety divisions of all types to help prevent as much violence as we can.
This past weekend, a man was killed and another injured in the Hill District, and 2 men were shot in Homewood on North Dallas Avenue. Tamara Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Will teens be welcome at the NFL draft? Officials with the Pittsburgh Police, Pittsburgh Public Schools, and other community organizations held a news conference this morning to say teens are welcome, but bad behavior is not. News Radio KDK's David Ballarado with more.
Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando says there will be zero tolerance for bad behavior, and Lieutenant Bob Monticelli of the Downtown Public Safety Center says they are well aware of social media trends from around the country.
But know that due to these issues, we have increased our presence and enforcement. If you come downtown and commit disorderly acts or crimes, you will likely meet our officers and will be charged accordingly.
Jason Rivers of the Pittsburgh Public Schools says this is a chance for students to replace negative social media images, creating a positive algorithm instead.
Because we don't want to see the live streaming. We don't want to see people creating havoc and chaos just for attention and likes.
While Superintendent Wayne Walter says the overwhelming majority of students are well behaved, he and others are calling on parents, guardians, and community leaders to set expectations of what will and will not be acceptable behavior. David Ballarado, News Radio, KDKA.
A young bald eaglet in West Mifflin is on the mend after emergency surgery. Dr. Jesse Fallon says the 2-week-old eaglet is showing encouraging signs, but he says the first 48 hours is the most critical.
Essentially, from here, where we'll go with this, as long as the bird continues to do well and gain weight, we will try to get permission from Fish and Wildlife and the landowners to get that bird back in the nest.
Dr. Fallon adds this is not the first time eagles at the Steel site have been impacted, noting they've brought in food tainted with fishing tackle and hooks in the past. On Wall Street at this hour, the Dow down 66 points, NASDAQ's down 156, S&P down 29. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick, 45 years of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews. Trust PJ.com. KDK Radio News Time, it's 12:03. The AccuWeather forecast next.
That's what power about.
April is here and everything is in bloom, including savings at Bowser Hyundai. The Hyundai Elantra SE is the perfect spring upgrade with 36 combined miles per gallon. Right now at Bowser Hyundai, the #1 volume Hyundai dealer in Pittsburgh, you can lease the Elantra SE for only $149 a month. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance that are backed by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles, powertrain limited warranty. So don't wait. Get to BowserHyundai.com today. Based on 2025 year-end and January 2026 sales results, tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $490 applies. 24 months, 7,500 miles per year with $2,999 due at signing with credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026. BowserHyundai.com. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
When you need to know, depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKARadio.com.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
April's the perfect time to refresh your home with beautiful custom window treatments from Lachina Drapery and Blind Factory. Lachina makes custom products in their own Pittsburgh factory. 60 years of quality craftsmanship, draperies, blinds, shades, shutters, and upholstery. Low factory direct prices. Go to LachinaDrapery.com, shop Lachina's free shop at home service. Visit their showrooms or call 412-665-4900. Lachina Drapery and Blind Factory. Quality you deserve, prices you'll appreciate.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A freeze warning from 11 tonight through 9 a.m. tomorrow. The rest of today, a mix of sun and clouds, breezy and chilly, high 47. Clear and cold tonight, frost and a hard freeze, low 28. For tomorrow, sunshine mixing with clouds, breezy, much warmer in the afternoon, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
So, the best food in this area is in Oakmont right now. The Lot at Edgewater, the Pub at 333, Hofstadt's, Michael A's, Vinny's Tavern, and the place that started it all, Carnivores. I'm telling you, folks, I've eaten at all of them, and my man J.K., the Oakmont Restaurant King, delivers nothing but the best. Oakmont, the best food, the best community. Check it out.
Hey, this is Lisa with Nest Expressions Window Fashions. My South Hills Hunter Douglas Gallery in McMurray will be opening soon, so book your free shop-at-home consultation at nestexpressions.com.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Man, I got to tell this story. This young man, I actually knew his father quite well, quite frankly, from this business. Reached out to me and sent this elaborate note about a immigrant from Ecuador who came here as a teenager, worked his ass off, has an insanely successful roofing company, has a family, came from Ecuador. And now he's screwed. His status is up in the air. He could be deported. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. I have the young man who sent me this information on the phone, but I also have the attorney for this young man, Luis, who has this case, and he's one of my boys, Joseph Patrick Murphy. Good morning, brother. How are you?
All right, Marty. I'm great.
Reading this breaks my heart. Kind of give folks the basics here why this young man is being detained.
So it's I've been talking about it for weeks on your show. They've taken the stance now that if you don't already have your green card or your status, that's it. They're going to grab you and deport you. They don't care. And that's a really 180-degree change from the way it's been done almost all of my career. The idea was, historically, if someone was trying, we'd let him do it. We'd postpone immigration court and we'd say, fine, you're married to a citizen, go file for a green card. Or if your employer's going to sponsor you, go do that.
Yeah.
But now, no, they're not doing it that way. They're going to grab these people, they're holding them in jail, and they're saying, we're not going to wait and pay for your food, housing, medical, clothing, heating, and cooling for 3 years while you're waiting for this visa. We're going to deport you. And that's what they're doing with Luis. They've grabbed him, and they're insisting that he file some defense. Now, this is particularly outrageous in his case because, as you noted, Luis entered our country as a teenager.
Yeah.
The family courts have noted that Luis was needing protection and should not be deported back to his home country, that it was not in his best interest. Based on that, lawyers filed and got him classified as what's called a special immigrant juvenile. These kids that run into our country unaccompanied are at particular risk for exploitation, and they have a program for them called special immigrant juvenile status. He is been approved for SIJS status. There's a limited number of those things of approved SIJs that can become green card every year. He is 49 days from eligibility for green card.
No.
And they won't. Yes, they won't wait.
Oh,
That's how hard-hearted this whole thing is. I've had to file a lawsuit in federal court to get this kid out of there, and we're going to be waiting on that, and everything's going all at once. We got to be in front of a judge in a week. She's going to want to know what's happening. And if I can't get him out of there, they're going to deport him. And this is a kid who has... There's like I think an unregistered vehicle registration offense, but there's no criminal. There's no criminal.
He's a new father.
Just had a baby.
He has a baby. He has a successful business. Works his ass off. What the hell are we doing here, man?
Well, this is the insane inversion that I'm seeing every day. You turn that program backwards on the supposition that they're all good, throw them all to hell, or they're all no good, throw them all out. And then what you get is this unusual situation where we are throwing out normal, integrated families, good working people that you and I would respect here in our society in favor of, people that generally are, are not, they're not like us. And that's kind of perverse given the whole reason we got into this whole throw them all out mentality is because we wanted less of these unusuals. So that's very unfortunate. It's rough work, but that's where we're at, guys.
Ian James, are you listening to this?
Yes, I am, Marty. How are you?
Ian, this is horrific. This is disgusting, is it not?
It is.
Yeah, I'm living the reality of it every single day. So I agree 100%.
Well, I love your dad.
Well, and he's paying for it too, Marty, because this has not been inexpensive. Ian has put out a lot of money and a lot of time. He's taking care of this man's wife and his baby.
Wow!
In addition to giving me funds, to do the legal work necessary to get this fellow his freedom. So if he's not going to slow down for long at the pearly gates after this one.
Ian, how the hell can we do this in America, man? How?
I don't know. It's a question beyond my pay grade, but it's certainly disgusting watching it happen to people like Luis.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure there is plenty of bad people that do need to leave this country, but we need to figure out a way to distinguish the bad ones from the good ones because this is a guy that's done everything right, wants to be a United States citizen. That's all he talks about. And in his eyes, he did everything correct at the moment that he did it. And because of a change of policy, he's now at risk of being sent back home.
Ian, 49 days from freedom. 49 days from becoming a citizen?
Yeah.
No, green card.
Green card. That's amazing. Hey, Joseph, what the hell can you do, man?
Yes.
How do we help? Can I get McCormick involved in this? He's helped before. Senator McCormick.
You could, but I mean, we've got court in a week. I think the federal courts, they haven't drunk this Kool-Aid, at least not ours. And we're going to file a motion to get him released. The immigration judge, in fact, said point blank, I would let this kid out, but my hands are tied.
What?
They tell me I'm not allowed to do that. Yep. They took jurisdiction away from them, and they tell them you're not allowed to do that. She even went as far as to hold a bond hearing and make alternative findings about every element of bond eligibility. Not a risk to public safety, not a risk of flight. She set bond at $7,500, but she said, I would give you a bond at $7,500 if I could.
Oh, my God.
And that's what we're going to federal court for, to have them tell her she can and enter that bond.
Hey, Ian, and you're taking care of his wife and baby?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, I mean, they rely on the money that Luis makes from working to support and, get food and take the baby to doctor's appointments and whatnot. And without Luis here, that's not possible. Some of their family members have stepped up and helped out, but a lot of them are supporting family members back where they're from in Ecuador. So not everybody is financially available to help. But I'm the child's godfather. Luis, I was lucky enough that Luis named the child after me. Absolutely, I'm going to take care of that child as if it's my own and make sure that he's okay while Luis is in this situation. But it's sad. Every single day I see that child, all I think about is where his father is.
Man.
And Marty, this is a continuation of the program where they want to throw the dads out on the supposition that if you take the wage earner out and send him back to Ecuador, the wife and kids will follow. So it's all this and more. It's you don't have to put kids in cages if you take away the money. The economy will do that for you. It'll send them right back to Ecuador after dad. So it's not just this guy. It's these people. It's the U.S. citizen child that's going to end up growing up in Ecuador. All this stuff. It's the law of unintended consequences. We're all so sure about this, but this is what it looks like.
I'm going to send it to McCormick, Senator McCormick, and Congressman DeLuzio. Ian, they've helped before. Ian, this isn't the America we.
I think I've reached out to and spoke to a couple people from Mr. DeLuzio's office as well, so they should know about this.
Ian, this isn't the way we should treat people, is it, sir?
Not people with good intentions and people who aren't criminals. Absolutely, no. We shouldn't treat them like this or even close to it.
And Joseph Patrick Murphy, as you say, my man, he's doing the right thing. He's in the process. Let it ride, brother.
Well, and that's the theory. That's the change in policy. Wow. They're not letting people. They want. It's almost as if they want to prevent these people from getting green cards, and that's a change. We always in this country historically, if you wanted to join and you could fit in, we would let you. And this guy wants to join, and he can fit in, and we're throwing him out.
Ian, what happens?
We're very lucky to prevent that.
Ian, what happens to his wife and baby if he gets deported, man? What happens?
I haven't even had the heart to begin that conversation with him, but it's not going to be easy, I mean, the baby needs a passport. He's a U.S. citizen, so to leave the country, he would need a passport. We all know that doesn't happen quickly.
Wow.
But I'm not going to burn that bridge until I get there.
Hey,
and good luck getting that passport without both parents.
And he's one of these guys that works his ass off, sunrise to sunset, right?
Yes.
Oh, he wants to work on Saturdays and Sundays. It doesn't matter. 7 days a week. Absolutely.
It's disgusting. Ian, I'm in, man. Joseph Patrick Murphy, I'm in, man. We're going to fight this together. I'll help you any way I can. This is gross.
I know you will, Marty. Thank you.
I appreciate it big time.
Tell your dad we said hi. He was a hell of a man.
Absolutely.
Bravo, man.
Thank
talk
you.
to you. Wow.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
I have serious problems with my voice. Cancer-related stuff. I end up with probably the best speech therapist, surgeon, doctor in the world at UPMC. Spent 2 days with them. Different breathing, different medications. And you probably noticed my voice has been better than ever for the last 2 weeks. My point is, when you get engaged with UPMC, they make sure you're okay. Life-saving, life-changing information. UPMC. Love it.
Been 30, time would have been 30, no, would have been 30, being 30, been 29. If that'll help, been 29,000.
Get ready to bid on the equipment you need in the Ritchie Brothers Northeast Regional Auction on May 5th. Inventory is housed at locations in Pittsburgh, North Franklin, and Northeast Maryland, with in-person inspections available. Bid on a wide selection of construction and transportation equipment. Don't miss this great opportunity. Visit rbauction.com/Pittsburgh to sign up. Again, that's rbauction.com/Pittsburgh.
Tweety Mechanical, when they get to your house, they treat you like family. And the service, and the professional attitude, and their expertise. HVAC, the best there is. On top of that, Tweety Mechanical has installed 500 free furnaces for folks who need them. 500. Tweety Mechanical, amazing. 412-771-4100. 412-771-4100.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. Try the all-new energy refreshers. Strawberry acai, mango dragon fruit, or the all-new mango strawberry. New energy refreshers, only at Starbucks.
At Perry Calder, my boy JP, one of my close friends, at his law firm, AI is for attorney intelligence, not artificial intelligence. I have sent family members and friends to his firm. Medical malpractice, the best in the country. Product liability, the same. They have won massive verdicts. Perry Calder, attorney intelligence, 412-281-4200. 412-281-4200. Perry Calder.
Hi, this is Dave DeSimone. Please join me in the Wine Cellar this Tuesday at 7 p.m. for tips on restaurants and seasonal wines. Tune in to FM 100.1, AM 1020, or stream at KDKAradio.com. Happy hour begins Tuesday at 7 p.m. in the Wine Cellar.
Life-saving, life-changing information. UPMC. Love it.
This is CBS Eye on Veterans. Army veteran Dr. Lisa Maddox may have endured a leg amputation, but she shares her philosophy on why skiing and adaptive sports can truly save veteran lives.
Two choices, give up or move forward. That's it. Just remember, it's better to be seen and not viewed.
I love it. It is so much better to be seen and not viewed. Oh, amen.
I feel like if it helps one person to get off the couch, one veteran to get off the couch and try something that they never thought they could do, that can save a life, truly.
It's one of the most successful law and justice programs in television history that continues to uncover the truth and investigate true crime cases. 48 Hours, CBS Saturday, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
I'm all in, man. If someone's a criminal, get him the hell out. Bye. Go away, shoot fly. But this ain't right, man. No. I am going to forward all of this to DeLuzio's people, the congressman, and McCormick's people. McCormick and DeLuzio stepped up big for a case involving Oakmont Bakery. And they had it taken care of. And sometimes they can push some buttons, and I'm going to get them to push some buttons. I just find this incredibly aggravating and disconcerting. You heard, and by the way, Joseph Patrick Murphy is the most moderate guy you're ever going to hear. If anything, he kind of leans conservative. And he knows this sucks. And it needs to be fixed. Guy's here as a teenager. Come on, man. He's 49 days from a green card, and you want to kick him out for what reason? Anyone? Anyone have a reason? I think that's Judge Motznick. This is a story that we broke last Thursday that I wanted to come back to you at. We were getting reports, and Motznick had the case. The magistrate of this, is that him? Yeah. Of a major drug bust in the city in the West End. Is that him? He's got you laughing. He's a funny man. He's a funny man, that Monsnick. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Marty. How you doing?
Wow. Judge, this is what you said it was. Last Thursday, we reported this major bust. You have the criminal complaint. Turns out to be exactly what you said, sir, is it not?
Large amounts of drugs and extremely large amounts of weapons that were taken off the street, thank God.
What do you have there in the criminal complaint? What's it laying out, Judge?
Well, I have the criminal complaint in front of me, and the weapons that they found and they seized, 5 AK-47s, 5 AR-14s, 4 Glocks, 3 more Glock magazines, 1 22, a Ruger that was loaded, a 40 caliber, 1 Springfield long rifle, another AR-15 speed loader. This has a thing on it that makes it shoot faster.
Wow.
Like you actually need that. Another Glock, another Ruger. That's just the weapons, and a 44 revolver. That was the weapons they took off the street.
Wow.
And they found in this house in Brookline.
Brookline, sir.
Brookline, yeah. We thought Thursday was West End, but Zone 6 is in the West End. This house was in Brookline,
so
unfortunately.
This is your neighborhood. This is your town.
Absolutely, yeah. It's absolutely right.
Judge, at first glance, can you see what kind of drugs, sir?
2 syringes filled with unknown black substance, bags of mushrooms, 119 packets of THC edibles, 21 jars of THC wax, 120 bottles of cannabis syrup, 305 THC vape pens, 800 vape cartridges, 5 more mushroom packages, THC oils. That's the drugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smartphones, iPads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iPads.
So, Judge, this is a criminal enterprise selling drugs with a ton of guns right there in the neighborhood.
Ton of guns, ton of drugs, large amounts of marijuana in different size clear baggies, 8 containers of pre-rolled marijuana, 17 bottles of loose rounds of ammunition. And then that's it for the drugs. That's about it.
Ready to go to war.
Ready to go to war. Operating an enterprise out of a house in Brookline. Thank God, not anymore. 3 people were arrested.
Was one of them one of them this jail guard in training, sir?
Marty, I don't know that.
Okay.
I can't comment on that.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know if that's accurate or not.
I'll find out. Hey, who took them down? Is this Pittsburgh Narcotics?
Pittsburgh police. They got a call that there was a robbery taking place at this house.
Wow.
Someone broke in the back door at this house. I'm assuming they knew that this stuff was there.
Wow.
Someone in the house called the cops, and the cops responded, and this is what they recovered.
Judge Mosnick, great job, sir. I really appreciate you, my man.
Take care, Marty.
Wow. Whoa. That is a criminal enterprise, folks, taken down by Pittsburgh police. Great work.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney.
This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Lee move. Well, now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
When we started Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks, it wasn't a big crew or a fancy shop. Just Calvin and me in our grandma's garage.
We'd load up our tools every morning, build decks all day, then unpack right there in her driveway.
That little garage laid the foundation for what Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks is all about. Working hard, staying honest, and treating people like family.
We've grown a lot since then, but those family values still guide every job we do. Call the Cousins.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Partly cloudy and 42 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. Pittsburgh Police, Pittsburgh Public Schools, and community leaders want to send a message to teens as we enter NFL Draft Week. News Radio KDK's David Bolorado has more.
And that message is all are welcome to attend, but bad behavior is not. Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando.
The Pittsburgh Police and our public safety partners will have zero tolerance for behavior that undermines the safety and enjoyment of others. That includes taunting, fighting, disorderly conduct, or any form of illegal activity.
Jason Rivers of the Pittsburgh Public Schools says if you see something, say something.
There's going to be many violence prevention groups that are in space downtown, so let somebody know if you have concerns, if you have a safety issue. There are going to be many and many people in space that can help us support that.
Superintendent Wayne Walters says the draft is a moment of excitement, visibility, and pride for the entire community, including students. David Bolorado, News Radio, KDKA.
A heartwarming moment from Sunday's Pirate game has gone viral. During the game against the Tampa Bay Rays, Pirates outfielder Jake Mangum tossed the baseball to a young boy in the stands at PNC Park. Without hesitation, the boy immediately gave the ball to his young sister, who was wearing a Mangum jersey, prompting a heartwarming, thankful embrace. Mangum later mentioned to 93.7 The Fan he was thrilled to see a fan wearing his jersey and wanted to reward her.
That time I saw the little girl doing this, and it was my jersey. And, you know, I'm a new player here, so you see that. I was like, I think it was the first time I've seen my jersey in the stadium. That was pretty cool. So I just kind of pointed at her. I was like, throwing it to you, but her brother called it. And I knew that they were all related because when they called it, like, you just see the dad going like, yes, yes. And that was awesome.
The video shows the girl giving her brother a long hug, quickly went viral on social media. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 103 points, the NASDAQ down 144, the S&P 500 down 28 points. KDK Radio News Time is 12:32. Our next update at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Is your roof ready for April rain? Call Home Genius Exteriors now and get 50% off all roofing materials with 0% APR and no payments till 2027. Plus, get free gutters with your new roof. Call now to schedule your free, no-obligation roof and attic inspection from one of our experts. Call Home Genius Exteriors now at 855-U-R-GENIUS. That's 855, the letter U, the letter R, Genius. See website for details.
You know, I met two women who are nurses full-time in Pittsburgh. Graduated from CCAC with no debt, zero. You know, I met two young ladies at Pitt, now juniors, brought 2 years of credits from CCAC, $2,000 in total debt. You know, 80% of CCAC students have no debt. More than 100 programs. And registration for fall opens April 11th. CCAC rocks, folks. Check it out.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted.
Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hi, Paul Alexander here to let you know the KDKA has planned a fabulous 5-day Arizona getaway this September, and it's filling up fast. My wife, Shelley, and I want you to join us for an unforgettable trip based in beautiful Flagstaff, a relaxed mountain town that makes the perfect home base. From there, we'll explore the incredible red rocks of Sedona, travel by rail to the breathtaking Grand Canyon, a bucket list spot that everyone needs to see at least once. And then we'll take in the stunning scenery around Lake Powell with its deep blue water and wide open views. It's the perfect mix of sightseeing, natural beauty, and plenty of time to just enjoy where we are. And September is truly the sweet spot. Comfortable weather, no summer crowds, and everything planned for you. No guessing, no stress. Just show up and enjoy Arizona. Space is limited. Seats are disappearing quickly. Visit travelwithkdk.com or call 800-383-3131. Again, travel with KDK.com or call 800-383-3131. Can't wait to see you there.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A freeze warning is out from 11 tonight through 9 a.m. tomorrow. Sunshine, some clouds, breezy and chilly the rest of today, high just 47. Tonight will be clear and cold with frost and a hard freeze, low 28. Sunshine mixing with some clouds tomorrow, becoming breezy and much warmer for the afternoon, the high tomorrow, 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Don't let bad feet stop you from being active and getting healthy. Trade in your bad feet for good feet at the Good Feet store.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
We are here, draft week. Oh, yeah, it's a Monday. And, man, the week's finally here. Didn't think it would ever get here, and it is. So it's draft week. It's a Monday, 2 to 6, KDK.
Speaking of the draft, and it's actually kind of fascinating how these sorts of things play out. The Airbnb thing, the marketplace is kind of soft. About 50% of the houses out there got rented. Here's the thing. And I had this talk with my wife. In some of the high-end hotel rooms, the $1,200 a night rooms are still sitting there. They'll book about 80% of those rooms, 85% before the week's over, and that's cool for them. With the Airbnbs, and my wife, Christine, pointed this out, this isn't a Super Bowl crowd. It's a middle-class America. I'm going to drive down to Pittsburgh and watch the draft crowd. This isn't a U.S. Open crowd. Look, I have friends that had multi-million-dollar homes in Oakmont that they rented out for $30,000, $40,000 for the U.S. Open. Okay? Fine. This ain't that. No disrespect to either U.S. Open snobs, it's an amazing event, and that's an amazing country club, and Oakmont is beautiful, or to the middle-class folks who are coming here for this event. It's just that it is what it is. Trevin, I'm guessing you can agree with me on this, that the people I see coming to this, brother, are going to be like, I'll drive in from Cleveland, you know what I'm saying, maybe West Virginia, you know what I mean?
I don't know, Marty, because I'm thinking if people are excited, the draft hasn't been here in Pittsburgh, period, in this area.
Nope.
So for people who are near, and I think that I heard the report was that we're within 11 driving distance of 11 NFL cities.
Yes, sir.
So I'm thinking that with the excitement building as we get closer, I think there's going to be a large crowd. I think it's going to be
no. But I completely agree. But what I'm saying is these folks putting their friggin' house out there for $40,000, it's just not happening.
Well,
come on.
quiet is kept. And I don't want to give away too much information, but there are people who were talked about leasing their apartments out.
And some of them will get that done for a reasonable price.
Correct.
But not $40,000, not $6,000 a night.
I mean, you're above my head, so I couldn't even imagine.
And I want people to know this too, that the crowds are going to be manageable, man. When I had dinner at the William Penn on Saturday night with a bunch of wonderful people who donated almost $10,000 to the Dollar Energy Fund, they were all afraid of the crowds and the crime. And I said, no way. There'll be 8,000 cops down there. There won't be a crime problem. And the crowds will be like light up night. Hold on, I got to grab the mayor, the unofficial mayor of the South Side. One of my favorite people, one of my boys, Rich Shipka. Good morning, sir. How are you? Good afternoon. Rich. You there, man?
I'm here.
All right.
Can you hear me?
All right. I had to grab him because I got this astounding video from the South Side, which is scary as hell. And we posted it. We enhanced the images and posted it. What the hell was going on there, and when did that happen?
Yeah, that was last night about 7 o'clock, I guess, Marty.
Wow.
And so you had all them teenagers roaming, selling candy or whatever they're doing. And the guy went after him with a machete.
Hold on. Rich is right, and I posted it. We enhanced the images so you could see this machete. So if you look at the video, this is that same issue that they're having downtown, these moron teenagers doing this takeover crap. Rich, it looked like they were running from business to business, jacking with people, right?
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
And they were trying to rob people, I was told.
Yeah, apparently they're from Stowe Rocks.
Uh-huh.
Because a person yesterday, when they were going into a business, asked for a letter of what school you're selling for, and they said Stowe Rocks, but they didn't have any identification.
And this was scary as hell, man. Rich, I don't know if you remember this, but I was there with my crew. We were live. You were with me. A guy came at us with a machete. Remember that?
Oh yeah. That machete wasn't as big as this guy's. This guy's was about 2 foot.
Describe. This is actually fact. So this man goes to his car, opens a door, and comes with look like a 2 foot, 3 foot long machete, right?
Exactly. Yep.
And he was what? Interested in what with that machete? What was he going to do?
Oh, there's only one thing you do with machetes.
And it's not cut down weeds.
And that's what happens when you have. That's what happens when you have a lack of public safety. The chaos starts if you don't stop it when it's small, then it accelerates like yesterday.
Man, it's scary as hell, Rich, to see a guy with a machete walking down the street going after teenagers. Wow.
Especially at 7 o'clock at night. And we have all these people that saying that this is rebounding, things are getting better, and every week there's another incident. They keep on saying isolated incidents, but every day is an isolated incident.
I hope they have a plan to pursue the teens as aggressively over there as they are downtown, because they're all over it downtown. Are you hearing any inkling of that?
I haven't heard anything at all about that, Marty.
Okay. Man with a machete. Did he hurt anyone? Did he hit anyone with a machete? Because I didn't see that.
No.
The teams took off.
Yep.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. He out of his car, big one, and started chasing the kids down the street. There has to be a better way to fight crime than a man wielding a machete. Just saying. Guaranteed. Hey, folks, it's Marty. Turning 65? Are you overwhelmed by Medicare options? With over 60 plans to choose from, it's easy to get confused. MediConnect is hosting free in-person workshops across Pittsburgh for answers you need. No obligation, just advice. Whether you have questions about coverage, prescriptions, retirement goals, MediConnect's team will assist in finding the right plan for you. Call 888-818-6334. 888-818-6334. Medicare made simple.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
Epic parties start at Staples. Now you can grab Party City balloons, decorations, and tableware, plus matching custom invites, banners, and more right at Staples. That was easy.
Y108 presents Odyssey, The Night Before, powered by Bowser Chevrolet, starring Jason Aldean.
Oh my goodness, let's go! Don't let me down, don't sell me out, don't blow my cover, don't fall apart, yeah, come on, heart, don't tell me now.
You can't buy a ticket to this show. You can only win your way in. Full details at Y108.com. Presented by Miller Lite and brought to you by Giant Eagle, Pool City, True Green, and Broken Bow Records.
That's what power about it.
April is here and everything is in bloom, including savings at Bowser Hyundai. The Hyundai Elantra SE is the perfect spring upgrade with 36 combined miles per gallon. Right now at Bowser Hyundai, the #1 volume Hyundai dealer in Pittsburgh, you can lease the Elantra SE for only $149 a month. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance that are backed by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles, powertrain limited warranty. So don't wait. Get to BowserHyundai.com today. Based on 2025 year-end and January 2026 sales results, tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $490 applies. 24 months, 7,500 miles per year with $2,999 due at signing with credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026.
Oh, that's the power of Bowser. Yeah.
BowserHyundai.com. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
Shopping for replacement windows? Metropolitan Window Company elevates your shopping experience.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you'll experience personalized knowledge, expertise, and professionalism from our first visit to your home until our craftsmen complete your installation.
We're the window company that people want in their homes, and our exclusive Infinity by Marvin 100% fiberglass windows are the windows people love.
They're built for life. They are the strongest, longest-lasting windows you can buy.
And we have a great selection of colors and finishes. Experience Metropolitan Window Company. Stop by our showrooms, visit us at metropolitanwindows.com, or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
Would you file taxes without an expert? So why choose health insurance on your own? The experts at One Health Benefits can be your personal advocate at no cost to you. One Health Benefits' Dina Schmidt and Michael Coleman are licensed insurance agents who understand the possible loss of ACA subsidies, Medicare updates, and insurance premiums. One Health Benefits works for you. Don't make a costly mistake. Get One Health Benefits and clarity in your corner. Call 724-799-8873 or go to onehealthbenefits.com.
I'm all in on these amazing April savings, and so is Frank Dentisi. Right, Frank?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, USDA Choice Porterhouse or T-bone steaks for $12.99 a pound. In the produce department, all-purpose Idaho potatoes, 8-pound bags, $2.99 each. In our deli, General Tso's or Sesame Orange Chicken with rice meals, $6.99 each. An additional savings this week, Stone Ridge Creamery ice cream, 48-ounce containers, 2 for $6.
At Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute with the U.S.-Iran ceasefire agreement slated to end late Wednesday night Wall Street time. President Trump now says it's, quote, highly unlikely he would extend it unless a peace deal is reached with Tehran by that time. But after the U.S. Navy seized an Iranian ship over the weekend and Iran has wavered on attending those scheduled peace talks in Pakistan, oil right now is higher, stocks are lower. Right now, the Dow is down just a small fraction, but the Nasdaq's down 0.2%, the S&P 0.3% lower. Oil up 6%, is close to $89 a barrel. A rocket from the Jeff Bezos-owned space exploration company Blue Origin placing a satellite into the wrong orbit over the weekend. And Reuters reports that 1 month from today, May 20th, Meta Platforms will begin a first wave of layoffs that'll affect 8,000 employees. That's about 10% of its total workforce, and that more layoffs could happen later this year. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
See this deal about this funeral thing? It's annoying, man. Look, we've all experienced loss, and it's rough. It's horrible. Kari Mosley is a councilman. His father passed, and that's our condolences. Here's the rub on this. Great piece, by the way, in the Trib. I've texted all parties involved in this. Nothing so far. So Kari Mosley's father passes. Council President Dan Lavelle, well, he was the center of that Sheehan piece last week. They screwed that up. That downtown business group. So Kari Mosley's father passes. Lavelle sends a bunch of food to the reception. The council president. Okay. He charged it to the city. Huh? Come on, man. Come on. Mosley's wife is Chelsea Wagner. She's a judge. We go way back. So, when someone dies, because we've all been there, people either buy food or bring food. It depends on the family, the circumstance, whatever. Under no circumstance. And by the way, really cool if Lavelle wants to send food for folks mourning the loss of a city councilman's father. Here's the rub. He charged it to the city. Hell no. 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 Giant Eagle Market District, Waterworks Mall, wraps, chicken tenders, fruit and veggie trays, deviled eggs, deluxe cheese and pepperoni spread, olive and antipasta salad. Cookies, soda, sent to Kari Mosley's house in Point Breeze. That's ignorant. Again, with all due respect to the loss of his father, that's ignorant. I don't think that's legal. Hello. More than $600? You know what? Mr. Lavelle has to pay that back. I would assume. Rachel Heisler, the city controller, who I am a fan of. Why? She's an adult. And it's tough finding adults down there these days. She's saying this is not cool. It's City Council approved this slate of credit card charges, including the one linked to the expense. It's ridiculous. Lavelle said he approved the expense. He said the council sends plaques, does it? Flowers or food to recognize the deaths of council family members. Well, they shouldn't. They should pay for it themselves. It's ridiculous. It's undertaken as a condolence and acknowledgement following the passing of a close friend. Okay, then pay for it, Mr. Lavelle. Pay for it. Write a check, man. If you care that much, huh? It's ridiculous. And it needs to be questioned. And this needs to be brought up. And someone needs to pay this. If we're going to do this, why not fix people's cars and paint their houses and send them on trips? And you might think it's only $700. I don't. I think, according to city officials who have looked at this, this is not an appropriate expense. And the council approved this? Okay, that doesn't make it right. Does it? No. No, it doesn't. And at the end of the day, he should have paid for it out of his campaign account. Another nice point. I don't know how this ends, but I know where it begins. I've sent emails to everybody concerned. I'm not disrespecting that someone did this for someone who lost a loved one. I'm concerned that this is out of bounds and inappropriate and sets a bad precedent. How about that? And Pittsburgh Deputy Controller Pete McDivitt agrees with me. How about that? This charge falls outside the controller's generally accepted reimbursable expenses. Oops. Oops. It should not happen. And, of course, Mosley says there's not a story here. Okay. That food sent to your father's funeral should have been paid for by Lavelle and or someone else, not with city taxpayer dollars. This is not the end of this, folks. This is how this will be. This is from McDevitt again. Our concern is that this was catering for a private audience for a function that is fully outside the city's purview. Boom! From the controller's office. There are ethical issues here that need to be investigated. Public officials, they also purchased $130 worth of flowers after his father's death. At some point, this has to stop. Whether it's $130 or $800. It is not up to the taxpayers to pay for condolences when a council member's family member dies. It just isn't. If they want to do it, they should do it with their own money.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light Company. Larger than light. And brought to you by Butler Transit Authority. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
So, the best food in this area is in Oakmont right now. The Lot at Edgewater. The Pub at 333. Hofstadt's. Michael A's. Vinny's Tavern. And the place that started it all. Carnivores. I'm telling you, folks, I've eaten at all of them. And my man J.K., the Oakmont Restaurant King, delivers nothing but the best. Oakmont. The best food, the best community. Check it out. Man, my friends at NASCO Roofing, they're out working in this weather, fixing damage from these storms. My man James from Lower Borough called them, and they're on it. Did work on his home. He had them do his mother's roof as well. James loved NASCO's quality work and appreciated NASCO working with his insurance company to get everything approved. NASCO is wonderful. They've satisfied thousands like James. Get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO Roofing, NASCO.
If you're carrying a lot of credit card or personal loan debt, every month can start to feel the same. All those bills, all those due dates, all that stress. There's a solution that's designed to make it easier for you. National Debt Relief could put you on the fast track to paying off your credit card debt, personal loans, and even medical debt for less than you owe, with just one low monthly payment you can afford. And no, it's not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. It's a real, affordable debt relief program that could save you lots of money. National Debt Relief has already helped over 1 million people with their debt and has thousands of 5-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. So if you owe $10,000 or more, don't wait. Call 800-300-4411 now to see if you qualify. That's 800-300-4411. One call could help reduce what you owe and simplify your monthly payments. Call 800-300-4411 now to find out how much you could save.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Partly cloudy and 42 degrees in Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. With their famous lifetime warranty on materials and labor, trust PJ.com. Pittsburgh Police, Pittsburgh Public Schools, and community leaders want to send a message to teens as we enter NFL Draft Week. News Radio KDK's David Bolorado has more.
And that message is all are welcome to attend, but bad behavior is not. Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando.
The Pittsburgh Police and our public safety partners will have zero tolerance for behavior that undermines the safety and enjoyment of others. That includes taunting, fighting, disorderly conduct, or any form of illegal activity.
Jason Rivers of the Pittsburgh Public Schools says if you see something, say something.
There's going to be many violence prevention groups that are in space downtown, so let somebody know if you have concerns, if you have a safety issue. There are going to be many people in space that can help us support that.
Superintendent Wayne Walter says the draft is a moment of excitement, visibility, and pride for the entire community, including students. David Bolorado, News Radio, KDKA.
At least 2 people were hurt following a shooting overnight in Penn Hills. The shooting happened along Jefferson Road around 2:40 this morning. Right now, it's unclear the condition of the people who were injured. No word on what led up to the shooting. The shooting comes on the heels of a violent weekend in the region. A 26-year-old woman identified as Quinn Vinay was killed and 2 others were shot early Saturday morning around 2 o'clock in Braddock. One man was killed in a shooting in the Hill District. Another man shot in the leg early Saturday morning around 2:30. And 2 men were shot along North Dallas Avenue early Saturday morning in Homewood. Several shootings. These shootings are prompting some city residents to question where the mayor is on this issue. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush has the details.
In an exclusive interview with KDKA Radio, Mayor Corey O'Connor addressed those concerns from residents on social media.
Yeah, we understand that. We continue to work with our programs like REACH, who we've invested in. And when the budget passes today, there's going to be, long-term plans with programs like that to stop a lot of the violence that we're seeing. And we're going to continue to support that because, our numbers have been down. And yes, there have been a couple bad days, and we understand that. But we are continuing to support, our public safety divisions of all types to help prevent as much violence as we can.
This past weekend, a man was killed and another injured in the Hill District, and 2 men were shot in Homewood on North Dallas Avenue. Tamara Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
A heartwarming moment from Sunday's Pirate game has gone viral. During the game against the Tampa Bay Rays, Pirate outfielder Jake Mangum tossed the ball to a young boy in the stands at PNC Park. Without hesitation, the boy immediately gave the ball to his younger sister, who was wearing a Mangum jersey, prompting a heartwarming, thankful embrace. Mangum later mentioned to 93.7 The Fan that he was thrilled to see a fan wearing his jersey and wanted to reward her.
That time I saw the little girl doing this, and it was my jersey. And, I'm a new player here, so you see that. I think it was the first time I've seen my jersey in the stadium. That was pretty cool. So I just kind of pointed at her. I was like, throwing it to you, but her brother caught it. And I knew that they were all related because when they caught it, you just see the dad going yes, yes. And that was awesome.
The video showing the girl giving her brother a long hug quickly went viral on social media. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 69 points. The Nasdaq down 123. The S&P 500 down 24 points. KDKA Sports, Penguins hosting Game 2 of the best of 7 with the Flyers tonight in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Pens trail that series 1-0. Puck drop set for 7. KDKA Radio News Time 103. Time to call Highwood Cemetery to ensure your family's grave sites are protected now and in the future. 412-766-6600. KDKA Radio and AAA Traffic have you covered as we expand our coverage with all-day traffic reports during the draft beginning on Thursday. It's brought to you by AAA Travel and by 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA. Partly cloudy and 42 degrees in Pittsburgh. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
Hey, it's Pony for my friends at Comer and Cross. Does your garage floor have cracked and stained concrete? Mine did. Maybe your garage floor had a bad epoxy or paint job. A new Comer and Cross garage floor is going to transform your whole garage, and all it's going to take is one day. I love mine, and you'll love yours. If you call them right now, and you should do it, don't waste another second. They'll take 50% off your installation. So here's that number, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer and Cross garage floor is the gold standard. It is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. And just like they did for me, they will make it so easy for you. Stuff in your garage, they'll take it out. Cracks and pits, they'll fix them perfectly. Look just like new. And they're going to put their proprietary Comer and Cross finish on it. So I want you to call them now and get that 50% off installation. The number is 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. 800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to COMERCross.com. It's Comer and Cross Premium Concrete Coatings.
Perry Calder, Attorney Intelligence, 412-281-4200, Perry Calder.
Did you know that the only cause of mesothelioma is exposure to asbestos? Did you know that many local area tradesmen were exposed to asbestos and didn't even know it? The sad reality is asbestos-related diseases are often fatal, yet entirely preventable. Pittsburgh-based Goldberg, Persky, and White understands the complexities of asbestos exposure and are dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve. GPW can't change the past, but we'll work to transform your future. Call 1-800-COMPLEX to learn more.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the rest of today, but a chilly breeze, the high 47. Tonight, clear and cold with frost and a hard freeze, low 28. Sunshine and some clouds tomorrow, becoming breezy and much warmer for the afternoon, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, this is Lisa with Nest Expressions Window Fashions. My South Hills Hunter Douglas Gallery in McMurray will be opening soon, so book your free shop-at-home consultation at nestexpressions.com.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I have followed this man's story, him and his son, for months and months. We found his son on the street, high as a kite, in a zombie state. We videoed it. Well over 1 million people saw it, including his father. We began this battle to save his life. We did. And I wanted to bring his father on just to look, he's not out of the woods yet. But his dad says it's the most hope he's had in years. And the point of doing this is that you can, if you fight, you can beat this. If you hang in there. Is that not true, William?
Hey, good afternoon, Marty. How are you?
Good. How important it is to fight the fight for an addicted son or someone you love.
Yeah, it is. I mean, right now, my kid's got like 40 days clean, where before he was just out on the street and every night was you worried that you'd get that phone call.
Well, right? we had addiction specialists on the phone with you who said he's going to die unless he gets help right now.
Yeah, that's true. He said he's in his end stages and that, His kidneys are shut down. He's lost a finger. Yeah.
And we got Judge Gene Riccardi, who's a heroic figure, to keep him in jail, did we not, sir?
Yeah, that was awesome.
When you say that, most people think that's crazy. Why is it awesome to have your son kept in jail?
Because there was no other way. I mean, we tried to get him detoxed. You know, the people in UPMC, they were great. They tried, but even brought drugs onto the unit. So the only way was, you know, with a guard standing right next to him. That was the only way he could get detoxed.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Wow. You're being honest.
You know the story.
You're being honest.
Yeah, you know, it's right, yeah. I mean, he had brought drugs into the hospital. He couldn't do it on his own, so he had to be forced.
And he was forced. And now he's in renewal, right?
Right. Yeah.
And
for 60 days, I understand.
And you sent me a text, man, that had me joyful about his attitude and demeanor. Explain that to folks who are listening.
Well, no, I just said, how you feeling? He said, I'm okay, Dad, you know. So that's a far cry from where he was, you know. Yeah, there's hope.
You have, here's what you said. He's getting back to his old self. What does that mean?
Well, you know, you can reason with him. I mean, he's, you know, you can talk to him just like I'm talking to you now. Before, there was none of that.
Are you nervous as hell that he could walk out and get back into it? Are you nervous as hell?
Oh, sure, absolutely. You know, but you take one day at a time, and you're thankful for that day.
Does his daughter know that Daddy's doing better?
He's been trying to reach her, but we're working on that. How about I say that?
All right, brother, I know you have to go. I wanted to check in. So for folks who give up on their loved ones, you never give up, do you, sir? Ever?
No, absolutely not. There's always hope, Marty. I mean, prime example right here.
That's right, my man. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
I use him all the time. Why? Because he's a microcosm of what's happening around us. A fentanyl addiction and metatomidine, it's called. They combine the two and it turns them into zombies. And we found his son on the street as a zombie. And he's now 6 weeks clean. He's never been that. It's been years and years and years. For all intents and purposes, he should be dead. So here's how this went down. His son had several criminal charges, drug stuff. But they would never hold him. He'd go to a hearing and they'd kick him out to the streets. And then I begged, and I mean this, I begged judges to hold him, to keep him in jail, to get him into their program. I begged them to have a guard beside him, to have him handcuffed. I begged him. And they kept him there, in jail. Every time one of these far left judges would try to release him to the streets and the DA's office would recommend he gets kicked to the streets, I would get a judge, Gene Riccardi, to step in and say, stop. He needs monitored supervision in jail. And here he is, alive, 6 weeks in. And he has hope and a chance to live. And now he's in renewal, which is locked. Now, can you escape? Yeah. But it's a lot more secure than any other rehab. You can't just walk out to the door. And I'm offering this message for folks out there who have lost hope. William's son, Will, has been in rehab 30 times. We snagged him up on 31. And for the first time in 6 years, he has hope. And somewhere out there, he has a 4.5-year-old daughter who calls him Daddy and wants to see Daddy and wants to hug Daddy and wants Daddy to love her. Look, what scares me is that he could relapse. My guru, my addiction specialist, tells me that 50 to 75% of them, if let out now, relapse. And then they die. He needs months and months of care. I will do anything I can with the help of every single person that we know in the system to make sure he gets that care and lives. That's what we do. That's how we roll.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by SHAV.
Sat there with my wife and said, we have to have an estate plan. I mean this because I'm getting older. I had cancer. Who the hell knows? We sat down with Julian Gray at Gray Elder Law, and they put together an estate plan that protects us, protects our kids, and makes us feel good about the future. GrayElderLaw.com, 412-458-6000, 412-458-6000. Folks, the best in this state at estate planning, GrayElderLaw.com.
This is Bob Pompiani reminding you not to get sacked by traffic during the upcoming draft. Make PRT your number one pick. PRT is running special Football Flyer Express bus routes to the North Shore and Point State Park. Coming from out of town? Grab a hotel shuttle or drive to any park and ride lot, and PRT will take you from there. And it gets even better. Rides on all the Football Flyers, light rail, and the Mon Incline are free during the draft. Go to rideprt.org/draft for complete details.
So I'm outside looking at the house. It's spring. You know, you got to do the yard and all that stuff. And I'm sitting there looking at our bay window, and it needs replaced. And I'm thinking, wow, the timing. Woo! Universal Windows Direct. This, my friends, is the time. This, my friends, is the deal. 2 windows, get 2 free. 24 months, no payments, no interest. Unbelievable. $500 bonus off your home improvement project. Even better. 412-543-6003. 412-543-6003. Buy 2, get 2 free. No payments, no interest. For 24 months. $500 off your project. You know, you'll be saying, I love my windows. Amazing stuff.
Soldiers and Sailors Hall and Museum recognizes Pennsylvania's combat veterans who have received medals for gallantry. With this Hall of Valor moment, here's the president of Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall and Museum, John McCabe.
Second Lieutenant Michael E. Steffen of Allegheny County was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross in the Republic of Vietnam on October 30 and 31, 1970. Lieutenant Steffen distinguished himself while serving as an aircraft commander of a CH-47 helicopter during relief operations near Da Nang. When extremely heavy rains caused flooding and left many people homeless, Lieutenant Steffen assisted in evacuation operations. Despite extremely hazardous flying conditions, Steffen skillfully piloted his aircraft and set the entire aircraft into the water to save several stranded people. After completing operations near Da Nang, Lieutenant Steffen flew his aircraft to U Duc, where he rescued nearly 200 more flood victims. After completion of the evacuation, Lieutenant Steffen returned to the battered area to deliver vital food and supplies to the homeless.
For the perfect wedding up to 300, the magnificent ballroom and balcony is a truly unique setting to begin your new life together. For information, visit soldiersandsailorshall.org.
Life-saving, life-changing information. UPMC. Love it.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Horrible, man, these addictions. Alcohol's bad, as bad, if not worse. Horrible. Horrible. Destroys your life. Kills you. Bad, man. Bad. Hey, let's talk about something cool. I want to talk about the kindness of this audience. We had a bunch of people at the William Penn for a special dinner on Sunday night. They paid nearly $1,000 per couple to have dinner with me and my wife. And all the proceeds went to the Warmathon. And the chef there made a magnificent meal, and the place is insanely cool. And the aura there is old school. It's Great Gatsby-esque. It's just a wonderful joint. And I wanted to get the names of the couples. And I want to mention that, and I kind of stopped the meal and kind of made this point clear that how blessed we are to all have each other. All of us, the people who are listening. And I use as an example, on Friday, we had Pastor James Hogan on. And he had to have his roof replaced. And one of my boys called and sent him a check, paid for the whole roof. It brought me to tears. And this morning, I'm working on, with Dr. Tivar, probably the best kidney transplant surgeon in America, Tivar. And a guy that came to us through Shelley Duffy, who's a wonderful, wonderful woman, as you know. Her husband is my man, Paulie. And we're going to get together and we're going to find him a kidney. And it's this audience, it's all of us, this family that we have here. And I went around the table Saturday night because I had to, and pointed out that everyone at that table had helped me in some way, whether it's to put a roof on a house, whether it's to donate money. Lisa Lucina has done 1,000 things for us during COVID. Oh my gosh, what she did for people. And my man Dave brought his whole family. It was a beautiful thing. He had his daughter, his son, his wife. Dave's one of my boys, a guru, an expert, an insider who gives a damn about making a difference. And some of the family, Dave, some of the folks that were there, we're not all wealthy people, but we're rich with love for each other and rich with compassion and the ability to make a difference. And I tell you this in the most humble way, to imagine that I am blessed to have those sorts of folks that participate in making a difference on this show. It's overwhelming to myself and to my wife, Christine. So as I'm leaving, one of the couples comes up to me. They're retired. And I don't want to give their name. I don't want to embarrass them or single them out. But the wife gives me an envelope and says, we can't do much, but here. Now remember, they've already paid for this insanely expensive meal. And by the way, the hotel did everything for free. The William Penn. Just amazing. Anyway, the wife hands me this envelope and says, this is for you to help somebody out there, anyone that needs it. And I open it, and the envelope is thick with $50 bills. And why am I saying this? No one there is wealthy in terms of big bank, big bag, as they like to say, the jocks say. I got the bag, you got the bag. But they have massive hearts. And these are middle-class, hard-working folks out there kicking ass with love and kindness. And there's a football coach there. And there's a firefighter there, volunteer firefighter. Amazing man, and his beautiful wife. Regular folks who give a damn, who want to make a difference. And what is so damn cute is the humble nature. This woman who gave me this money did not want to make a scene, and I'm holding up the envelope, actually, if you're watching the stream. As you can see, it's all stacks of $50 bills. Seriously. And she didn't want anyone to know. And she stuffed it in my pocket and said, this is for you to make a difference. And we don't have a lot, but we have this. And I think we've had that dinner, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. Every single year they give us money to help people. And every single year we help a family. I find it magnificent that folks, number one, It ain't cheap. My man Dave's an HVAC guy. He brought his wife, his daughter, and son. Was that $2,000? That's how freaking cool he is. That's the greatness of Dave. I cannot tell you how many times he's helped me in terms of helping folks get plumbing issues or air conditioning issues resolved, and how many times he's called and thanked us for helping his son, who is so damn proud of being a basketball player on the Special Olympics team, and he brought his son. And I stopped for a moment and I just said, I can't be more grateful for this group of folks, and I can't be more grateful for this audience who every single damn day steps up and makes a difference. And I love all of you. It's a lot of responsibility to try to do the right thing every day, to try and make it a difference. But you folks, you make it easy. And using today as an example, I heard from several city leaders that this plan to take on the teens who are raising hell downtown was motivated by a significant amount of pressure we put on the air every single day with these events going on live downtown. And my man Mike Fisher sending us the audio, who's another one of my boys, who fights hard every day to make a difference. It's a hell of a platform. And I can't tell you how grateful I am. And every single day we get to make a difference. And how many people can say that? I find it overwhelming sometimes how grateful I am that you are out there listening. Talk radio's weird, man. Television news is like a flat screen. I know you. I seen you on TV. Talk radio is you're part of my family and my clan, and we're going to make a difference here today. It's that much different. And this audience is that engaged. And this audience, man, you don't know what it's like when a stranger holds you an envelope full of cash. Guy dropped an envelope at the front desk with several $1,000s into it and said, help as many people as you can. Pretty friggin' cool. And then said, don't mention my name. Pretty friggin' cool. And I thank each and every one of you. I am blessed, and I love the platform, and I love the opportunity every single day.
When disaster strikes your home or business, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration of Pittsburgh is ready to help. Our certified team handles everything from emergency cleanup to full reconstruction, working directly with your insurance to make the process simple. Available 24/7, we respond fast and restore your property with care, honesty, and experience you can trust. Visit panhandlecr.com. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, restoring Pittsburgh's peace of mind.
It's spring. That means birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, Mother's Day, and fresh, colorful spring flowers from OliverFlowers.com. Family-owned Oliver Flowers, celebrating spring for 96 years. Order online for free delivery in their service area. OliverFlowers.com.
At Easy Cater, we believe every workday gets better with great food. The 9 a.m. staff meeting? How about breakfast burritos and lots of coffee? Big client presentation at noon? Let's do Mediterranean bowls. Accounting's gotta work late. Keep them pepped up with spicy noodles. With Easy Cater, you get a huge variety of favorite restaurants with tools to help meet dietary needs and stay on budget, all on one platform. So make every workday better with Easy Cater. Start an order at easycater.com.
Introducing Home Care Plus, a new subscription service from Lowe's that helps make life easier by giving members a hand with home maintenance. Let Lowe's tackle the tasks you keep meaning to do, like electric dryer vent cleaning, replacing hard-to-reach light bulbs, and more. Subscribe to Home Care Plus for just $99 a year and consider your to-do list done. Members get more at Lowe's. Available in select zip codes only. Cancel anytime. Non-refundable fee. Product purchase required. Terms and service restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Hey, warmer weather in Pittsburgh means storm season. It's here. Winds, rain, unexpected damage. The question isn't if it can happen, it's are you ready when it does? Service Master Greater Pittsburgh, they're ready. 24/7, 365. They'll respond to you. Be ready before that storm hits. Yep. Demand that yellow van. Service Master Greater Pittsburgh, 412-RECOVER. That's 412-RECOVER. The best call to make in the worst situation.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Epic parties start at Staples. Now you can grab Party City balloons, decorations, and tableware, plus matching custom invites, banners, and more right at Staples. That was easy.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Mostly cloudy and 42 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. It's NFL Draft Week, and as hundreds of thousands of people head to the Golden Triangle and North Shore, police, school, and community leaders gathered morning news conference to say they want Pittsburgh teens to put the city in the best light. Superintendent of the Pittsburgh Public Schools says the overwhelming majority of students are good kids.
Now, we also understand that young people, like all people, can sometimes make decisions that do not reflect their best judgment. And when that happens...
During the draft beginning on Thursday, it's brought to you by AAA Travel in one apartment in Adams Township on April 16th and climbing into bed with them. According to police, 42-year-old Stacy Doherty entered the locked door of the man's apartment on Adams Point Boulevard and went into his bedroom and got into bed with him. She's charged with felony burglary and one misdemeanor count each of stalking, DUI, and disorderly conduct. A young bald eaglet in West Mifflin is recovering after swallowing a fish hook, and vets say quick action saved its life. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
Dr. Jesse Fallon with the Avian Conservation Center of Appalachia says he first attempted a less invasive.
If you're having problems with your debt, my friend Harold Shepley can help you right now.
Absolutely. We are a full-service debt relief law firm. We can help you negotiate your debt so you can avoid bankruptcy, or we can file bankruptcy if that's what's necessary for you and your family.
And the truth is, my man, it's not a hopeless situation.
Absolutely not. We're here to get people back on their feet.
I've seen them win, case after case after case. ShepleyLaw.com.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website.
Store furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair. And all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
April's the perfect time to refresh your home with beautiful changes.
Risk feels different. Income matters more. Mistakes cost more, and recovery time gets shorter. Secure Money Advisors works with families preparing for retirement by focusing on...
Through 9 a.m. tomorrow, the rest of today, a mix of sun and clouds, breezy and chilly, high 47. Clear and cold tonight, frost and a hard freeze, low 28. For tomorrow, sunshine mixing with clouds, breezy, much warmer in the afternoon, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Don't let bad feet stop you from being active and getting healthy. Trade in your bad feet for good feet at the Good Feet store.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us in the Big K Morning Show tomorrow, 5:30 until 10. And join us for the night before with Jason Aldean at Rivers Casino. 25 pairs of tickets will be given away. We'll tell you how you can get yours.
That's a kind of a cool deal. Huh. That's free, man. They've kicked ass with that. We're going. I'm going. We also have our show live downtown Thursday and Friday. I'm really looking forward to that. I keep repeating this to the point of it's making you folks nauseous, but in terms of safety, there are going to be more cops downtown for this event than any time in the history of Pittsburgh. It's the truth. It's going to be cool. Feds, state, local, they're everywhere, man. They're not going to put up with that crap from those idiotic teens. In other words, downtown will be cool. Seriously. And there won't be 700,000 people downtown. That's ridiculous. That's an exaggeration. Maybe 100, maybe 150. Maybe if you add the North Shore and then the stuff on the point, maybe 2. But nothing unmanageable, man. Nothing they haven't managed before with big events like Taylor Swift. Light Up Night. 4th of July fireworks. Nothing they haven't managed before. And that's just Pittsburgh cops doing it. I'm telling you, Coast Guard boats on the helicopters, bomb dogs, you name it, they're going to be here. It's going to be safe as hell. It will be the safest city in America for those 3 days. And all this stuff's free, man. However, tonight, I had to get my boy Ticket Nick, one of my favorite people. We're good friends now. I text him all the time because I'm intrigued by his business, and he has great insight. Brother Nick, what's up?
How's it going, Marty?
Checking in. So, a Friday night's Pens game. You had tickets as high as 1,000. I saw some for 1,200. Yeah.
Yeah, there were seats for Saturday's game. Yeah, around 1,200. Selling price for clubs was around $7.
And for the game that night, what did you say it was to get in the door for the Pens game?
I believe it was like $360 to get in the door.
Okay, I wanted to juxtapose that with the number you're seeing right now with the game. 6 hours away, pretty much. What are the prices now?
Standing room's about $155.
Oh.
For this evening. If you want an actual seat, you're looking about $190, $195. And if you're looking for something lower bowl, you're probably looking around $250 a piece.
Hey, Nick, I'm not trying to be a goof. They have standing room there?
Yes.
Oh. And where do you stand? Is there a place to stand?
They have areas behind.
Oh, yeah.
For you to stand in. Yep.
And how much are those tickets?
$155.
And is it sold out per se, Nick?
To the Penguins, it's sold out. On the secondary, but it is not.
Okay. How many tickets are on the secondary market right now?
I think the last I looked is a little over. It's under 500. It's 476 seats.
Give me your perspective. Is that normal for an event like this? Is that high? Is that low?
It's about right for playoff hockey.
Is it? And for the club seats tonight, what do they cost?
I think a club seat would be.
He's looking.
Club seat, club seat, you'd be looking at about $350, $315, $350, somewhere in there.
Less than half of Saturday night.
Yeah, I told you Saturday night, was a huge premium, being an 8 o'clock Saturday night.
Well, why though? What changes? What changes?
Nope, there was no.
Huh?
It's a weeknight. You're probably not bringing kids to games tonight.
Okay, but they are moving.
They are moving. Yes.
Okay. Give us the range again, Nick.
155 to 355.
Just to get in the door.
Yep.
And the really good seats are how much?
About 355 and up.
You're going, Nick.
I am not going.
I love my man. I am.
I have enough events planned this week, Marty. You know that.
Hey, what's parking cost?
Parking tonight?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Parking. Actually, I don't have any parking for tonight, but I would think that parking would be anywhere from 55 to 175.
Whoa. And are there tickets on Ticketmaster if they want to go there?
Yes.
Okay.
The red dots on Ticketmaster are all resale. You may see some blue dots later on. Those are tickets that will be released directly from the Penguins. From the box office.
All right, my man. You're the best. Ticket Nick, the legend. Thanks, brother.
All right. Take care, Marty.
Wow. Trevin, you in, man? $155 to stay in for 3.5 hours.
Nope.
No way. No way, dog. I hope they win. Cool guys. Malkin, Crosby, come on. Letang, class. The new coach, class. I don't know anything about hockey. I'm not going to comment like I do. But I've been to a few playoff games, and they are a blast. And I think that'll be a hell of an environment tonight, and I hope the hell they win. Wow. In the door, 155. In the bowl, $350. In the club, $400 and up. Parking, $55 to $175 a person. So do the math. If me and Trevin go and we go standing room, listen to this. So just to go and stand, we're at $310. Then parking's $100. We're $410. Eating, if you eat decent food there, $40, $50 a person. So to go to that game, standing room only, $500. 2 guys.
But I can't come down on Penguins fans. If you're truly a fan and you're loving the team and that's what you do, you live and breathe Penguins, just like with the Steelers. I mean, you would spend the money to go do it. A playoff game? Come on, man.
I wouldn't ever. I ain't got that. I got 3 kids in college, brother. I'll watch it at home. I wish them the best. I absolutely love them. I don't know if I've ever seen an athlete as cool, as mature, as driven as Sid Crosby. Man, just a landmark of greatness. Man. So if you get club seats tonight, $450 each, so you're at $900. Parking's $100, so you're at $1,000. Food and drinks, if you drink the beers, you're at $150. $1,150. Go Pens, or go to your bank and get a low-interest loan.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
April is here and everything is in bloom, including savings at Bowser Hyundai. The 2026 Hyundai Tucson all-wheel drive brings versatility to your ride, and right now at Bowser Hyundai, the #1 volume Hyundai dealer in Pittsburgh, you can get the Tucson SE with 0% APR for 60 months or get rebates up to $3,000. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance that are backed by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles, powertrain limited warranty. So don't wait. Get to BowserHyundai.com today. Based on 2025 year-end and January 2026 sales results, tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $490 applies. 24 months, 7,500 miles per year with $2,999 due at signing with credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026. BowserHyundai.com. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
In digital advertising, everyone talks about clicks, but clicks don't pay the bills. Sales do. Outcomes from Viant is a new way to advertise that prioritizes your bottom line. Our AI-driven technology looks past the noise to find the customers most likely to buy your product. It's smarter, faster, and designed for real-world results. It's smarter advertising made simple. Visit Viant.ai.
Have you ever felt like you were living just a B or B+ life? It's so dangerous to live that, more dangerous than a B- or a C+ life, because when you're living a B or B+ life, you don't change it. You think it's good enough. Is it? I'm Susie Welch. I host a podcast called Becoming You. People think, okay, an A+ life is not available to me, but there is a way. We are all in the process of becoming ourselves. Listen to Becoming You wherever you get your podcasts.
Pittsburgh is on the clock. Our comprehensive draft coverage is powered by Bowser Chevrolet. It's more than just the players. It's the vibe of the city. Where to go? What to do? We have you covered. It's presented by Target Freight Management and brought to you by your local AAA travel office and by Groundworks, formerly Baker's Waterproofing. On the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The biggest reason Metropolitan Window Company has been in business since 1978 is our huge list of satisfied customers.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you're getting expertise and attention to detail from a trusted business that puts your needs first.
You're also getting our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows that are built for life.
The most important part of a window is the framing. Fiberglass frames won't lose their dimensional integrity. They're the strongest, longest-lasting window you can buy.
And right now, you can save 20% and get financing on every window and door product we offer.
Stop by one of our showrooms, visit us at metropolitanwindows.com, or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
Hi, Paul Alexander here to let you know that KDKA has planned a fabulous 5-day Arizona getaway this September, and it's filling up fast. My wife, Shelley, and I want you to join us for an unforgettable trip based in beautiful Flagstaff, a relaxed mountain town that makes the perfect home base. From there, we'll explore the incredible red rocks of Sedona, travel by rail to the breathtaking Grand Canyon, a bucket list spot that everyone needs to see at least once. And then we'll take in the stunning scenery around Lake Powell with its deep blue water and wide open views. It's the perfect mix of sightseeing, natural beauty, and plenty of time to just enjoy where we are. And September is truly the sweet spot. Comfortable weather, no summer crowds, and everything planned for you. No guessing, no stress. Just show up and enjoy Arizona. Space is limited. Seats are disappearing quickly. Visit travelwithkdk.com or call 800-383-3131. Again, travelwithkdk.com or call 800-383-3131. Can't wait to see you there.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. The Appalachian Regional Clean Hydrogen Hub, a multi-billion-dollar project during the Biden administration, is moving ahead after a year-long review by the Trump administration. ARCH 2 was one of 7 hydrogen hubs that were selected in a competitive bidding process for a total of $7 billion as part of the Biden administration's attempt to scale up hydrogen production on a national basis. ARCH 2 was to receive as much as $750 million in federal funding, with the remainder of at least $2 billion being funded by private companies. ARCH 2 learned last week it would stay in the program. Also, Breeze Airways is pausing for a month the start of the Pittsburgh-Los Angeles flight it has had since 2023 amid higher-than-expected fuel costs during the Iran war. The ultra-low-cost carrier, which serves 15 cities from Pittsburgh, won't fly the Pittsburgh-LAX route until June 2nd. The airline said it was due to the high cost of fuel, which has led other airlines to make schedule adjustments as well. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to pittsburghbusinesstimes.com.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
I have some inside info for you. I have a secret list right here in front of me. Room rates downtown. What's the dates on the draft? Really, the prime dates are probably Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yeah. So we're talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 23rd. Okay. And some of the rates for those days, some of the big days, 24th, 25th. Downtown rooms. Doubletree, Pittsburgh. City Center. Let me make sure I'm right. Not bad. Not bad. $339. How about that? Embassies. Okay. A lot of them are sold. Fairmont. Schwanky. Very nice. They're all nice, and I ain't complaining. $459 for the Prime Day. I think the Prime Day is going to be like Thursday and Friday, right? Yeah. Thursday night, they really start getting into it like 9 o'clock. I love the draft. I think it's really cool. So I'm really kind of looking at Thursday. Embassy Suites, $330. Not bad. Renaissance, $599. Weston, $409. Wyndham Grand. Well, then it drops, man. You want to come in Sunday? It's $169. Wow. So if you really want to come in, there are rooms. Some of them are closed out, but I'm seriously just sitting here looking at the dates available and how much the rooms are. 186, the Renaissance Hotel, Westin, Pittsburgh, 278. All right. It's not bad. Whoa. Here's the Westin on the 23rd, Thursday. Whoa, $9.99. Whoa. Whoa. So Thursday's going to be the toughest day. Because a lot of the hotels, the Westin, Renaissance, Marriott, Hotel Monaco, the Fairmont, oh, wow. My source says for the hotels listed I'm reading through, Wednesday, 90% full. Thursday, 95% full. Friday, 80% full. Cool. It's amazing, though. Thursday's probably the hot day. Doubletree closed. Embassy Suites closed. Fairmont closed. Wyndham Grand, $9.99. Wow. There are several rooms Friday. Wyndham Grand, $539. Westin, $409. Renaissance, $599. Fairmont, $769. Then Saturday, $273. Doubletree, that's good. Saturday, Embassy Suites, $330. Fairmont, Saturday, $459. Kimpton, Monaco, $319. Marriott City Center, $322. Renaissance, $199. Westin, $325. Wyndham, $329. There you go. Someone said there's price gouging. No, it isn't. It's not. You know in advance. There's no, you get there and the price goes from $200 to $800. It's a special event. And for special events, they do this. So what? If you don't like it, don't pay it. I mean, there are Airbnbs you can get for the night for $300 and some bucks. One of the areas of this town that have not sold, about half of the Airbnbs have not rented for those days for whatever reason. All right. One more time. There are rooms available, but they're pricey. And there are tickets available for the Pens tonight, but standing room only, $155. Club seats, $450, $500. If you have that kind of money, good for you. I love the Pens. I love the draft. I have 3 kids in college, and I have no interest in or motivation to blow through $1,000 to see a Penguins game. I love them, but that's way out of my price range. I hope they go all the way, and I bet, and I should have asked Nick, as they advance, if they get past Philly, and I don't know anything about it, if they're good or Philly's good, or I don't know. Will the tickets keep going up? I would imagine they will. All right? Before I go, I'm going to say this every single day. Downtown Pittsburgh will be the safest city in America during the draft. There will be cops on every single corner. It will have more cops downtown than for any event in the history of this city. It's safe. Please, trust me on this one.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Want a health plan that travels with you? With UPMC Health Plan, you can access care wherever you are. That's access to UPMC doctors and hospitals, local providers, plus urgent and emergency care nationwide through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network. What's more, you get 24/7 access to virtual care. All this with award-winning customer service from their healthcare concierge team. When your employer gives you a choice of health insurance plans, choose UPMC Health Plan.
The amount of compensation received from a lung cancer or mesothelioma lawsuit varies. But at Pittsburgh-based Goldberg, Persky & White, the goal is simple. Maximize your recovery and ensure you receive the full compensation you deserve. Asbestos manufacturers spent decades concealing the dangers of asbestos exposure, and today, many suffering from lung cancer or mesothelioma are fighting back. You are not alone in this fight. Call GPW today at 1-800-COMPLEX to learn more.
Is your roof ready for April rain? Call Home Genius Exteriors now and get 50% off all roofing materials with 0% APR and no payments till 2027. Plus, get free gutters with your new roof. Call now to schedule your free, no-obligation roof and attic inspection from one of our experts. Call Home Genius Exteriors now at 855-U-R-GENIUS. That's 855, the letter U, the letter R, Genius. See website for details.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.